too, to be here. Maybe just a little loud, just a little bit. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll finish talking about what we did on Kamashi, which will be Thursday night. Remember, the night comes in before the day. All right. Appreciate Yahuah. Appreciate those watching in. Comments. Those that stand with the ahab. Those that don't you do what you've been doing. You gotta have haters. At the end of the day, to know how you have to halak. Isn't that right? See, I know we use the Beth HaMashiach. Start here in Romans 15:4. Simply so we can establish a foundation. Gotta have that. That makes a difference with everything you do. Gotta have a foundation.
That's right.
Everybody like they all somewhere else in the head or whatever. At the end of the day, I know y'all gotta be when y'all come here.
That's right.
Isn't that right? You're supposed to be more ready to hear than to
That's
get
right.
To get a zabak of foods. Isn't that right? He said Alahym had no pleasure in food. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I guess depending on where you at. How you doing and what you doing. How y'all week been going?
All right. That's all right.
It must be disaster. Y'all
We
like
here.
y'all ready for a funeral.
We made it.
Goodness. Shoot, I know nobody don't battle much stuff. I had to battle, still keep going. At the end of the day, what you gonna do? Ain't that right? Got to live right.
Yes, right.
Ain't that right? Ain't
Yes,
no
sir.
guitar. Ain't that right?
That's right.
That's the first goal everybody need to work on, making sure you live right.
That's right.
When you realize and consider how you hear, why you hear, only because somebody had recalm on you.
Yes, sir.
You're not here by works.
Mm-mm.
You're not here because of your possession. You're only here because somebody had recalm on you, especially when you have an ear to hear. That makes a major difference when you have an ear to hear. A lot of times what people get confused with is correction. They'll get correction mixed up with hate. And Yahuah cutting them off. Correction is a form of him letting you know he chastised the one who he'll harm. He on the harm, he don't chastise you. I want to fill out. Okay. At the end of the day, that's goodness. Cause got me the same one. What was that mismatch? Yeah, I didn't know it came on. No, that's right. Somebody see these mismatch things. They're gonna say it draw clean though. T-shirt clean. I don't think I got no hole in my t-shirt. Let me check something right quick. No, I'm good. I want to check it on. Ain't that right? I know that way if I got an accident, I know I need to stay on my belly. Ain't that right? If I roll on my back, get one more roll and step, they be like, oh, the back good. It's the front. I can blame it on the accident. Some of y'all need to learn how to do that. You don't want to be in one, but if you get in one, you can act like your drawers or something got tore up then at the seam. Even though it's going to have a brown spot, they're going to see the thread old. But you tell them, listen, I just been accident. I can't keep up with all that. Ain't that right? Just pass out. Even if it ain't that serious. It's gonna look bad though if it's just a fender bender. You ain't got a dent in your drawer tore up. So I don't know how you're gonna do that, and we'll figure that one out in the next broadcast. So I see most of my enemies here. That's good. If y'all could, if you're my enemy, could you please not smile at me? I think there's another form of hate. Where Alex at? You know, if he at home, he better not be smiling. Y'all at home, the rest of y'all at home, y'all tell him if he's smiling. Isn't that right? Other than that, we gotta make sure. Stop. What kind of shirt is that? Stop. Oh, no, I wasn't clapping for it. I was asking what kind was it? Oh no, that's not no Dutch. See what happened. I'm telling you what happened. A lot of these people have started to not because he said wore that shirt. Don't think it ain't that. But what I'm noticing, a lot of people are starting to copy the keep it on fabric style, and now they just feel like they just put something together. Because typically, some of the designs actually revert back to certain tribes, and some of it have certain meanings. So what they know now, a lot of us don't know. We just look at it. It look, for the women, it look cute. For the guys, it look fly. So we'll grab it and not know a lot of time. Everybody has learned how to manipulate us using our culture or using things that revert back to us. So it's good. It's too for us to be able to learn what things mean that we have and that we wear, just like our having our shim, our name. You know, I was a big proponent for really, which I still say, whatever your name is, that's what your name is. Just make sure you keep a character. That's the main thing. For us, as culturally, as a people, our names defined us in our actions. We were put in a situation where being nomads, in a sense, you know, we just kind of out here. We don't really have a real place. If you took us right now, if they released us to ourselves, they'll say they have. I'm talking really released us to ourselves. Go back to where you came from. Where do you go? What tribe did you get off the plane and said, this me? You don't. That's how much work has been, which makes sense when he said he's going to write upon us a new Shem. Because, I mean, the one you got is the one you basically got in captivity. Just like Hadassah, they gave her a star. That was her name. They gave her a star. They'll say Esther. Nobody knew what Esther meant. Every time you heard Esther, you thought about Esther Rose off Good Time. But her name, they actually call her a star, literally. They looked at the Kuka bean, she was exalted. So when you hear it, you just say Esther, not knowing her name. Actually, they looked at, this is how the people that took you captive looked at you. They looked at her as being somebody above them. You see what I'm saying? That's how people saw you and people see you. But what they did is deframe you. They lie on you. And they run your reputation. And they culturally keep feeding you information and disinformation about yourself. So when you go out to try to display yourself, it's always negative. Whenever you're shown, you're always in a negative light. Your actions are always where they can criticize them. And when they criticize you, it hurt. When they criticize the Caucasian race, it never hurts. So it don't make no difference. Just like the people out there supporting Donald Trump when he was being arrested, had to turn himself in for the convictions. Well, for the accusations. The sad part is he is guilty. Sending him to prison ain't gonna fix nothing because it's a state of mind with these people. If you don't change the state of mind, and those people don't realize the same thing you accuse people of color and other races of doing is not abiding by the law. Let the system work. Why won't you let it work now? All of a sudden, if the system is unfair with Donald Trump and these 19 people, surely at least one person of color have been wrongly convicted. If 19 white people, let's just be fair now, if 19 Caucasians are wrongfully being arrested, false charges brought against them for a political ambition, surely at least one black person in jail is wrongfully arrested. Patrice Lumumba, he was murder bound, political. Malcolm X, murder bound, political. Dr. King, kill bound, political. Where were all of these people then? And I say that to say, to America's shame, that the only way we can ever unify as a people is you got to stand for the truth. If it's black is wrong, it's wrong. If it's white is wrong, it's wrong. If it's Asian is wrong, it's wrong. If it's Hispanic is wrong, it's wrong. That's not how we're going to fix it. Right now, all we have is, if I like you, it don't matter if you're wrong, I'm still with you. But these are people, and this is what's bad. One Democratic congressman, I think Cortez, she's calling for every one of the supporters that's in Congress to be ousted. And she's right. Now, I don't agree with her now. I don't agree with her ideology at all. But she's right. You can't be lawmakers and you go along with anarchy. That makes no sense. That's like police being gang members. That makes no sense. You're a lawmaker. That's scary. That you make laws and you think it's okay to break them and you'll change them and you'll run out here to support something wrong. How many people, then these people went to prison, in jail to visit these people who broke into the Capitol. This is scary now. To kill, they weren't picking nobody out. They were going to kill who was in there. And these people were, listen, they got records of these people calling for their life, begging him to call them down. And they went to jail to visit them and did the Pledge of Allegiance with them. How many other people have you been to jail to do this with? See, people, it don't bother people because people are basically unconscious. This should scare you that your lawmakers feel like it's comfortable. Now, this is the only time the system is wrong, when they're being charged. How long have we been saying the system is not fair? And they've been saying the system works. The system works. Let the system work. Let the wheels of justice turn. These people snatch the tires off the car. We can't even let it roll. The wheels can't even turn. And it's unfair for the fact that so how is it you never heard our cry when we said the system isn't fair? But it's always been black people whining and crying. It's another reparation holler. But you can come out here and one of them called a federal judge and threaten her life. Are you serious? I don't know nobody of color stupid enough to call a federal judge to make a threat toward their life for somebody. Listen, black folks do some dumb stuff. We ain't that stupid. You don't call no federal judge. This don't end like that. It don't go the way you think it. And no doubt, I guarantee you, whoever that person is has a GoFundMe page. This man had gone to jail and he's selling t-shirts every time he go. Nobody else could profit off of that. Listen, I disapprove when these rappers put on bulletproof vests and put on concerts because you're sending the wrong message. You're bringing the wrong vibe. I'm rapping with a bulletproof vest. It's about hoes and shoes. Where's this going? My audience gonna have to go to their car. My audience gotta come here. My audience, some of these people young, and they're gonna take on the wrong ideology based off of what I'm projecting. And I'm coming on with a bulletproof vest, and I'm ready to smoke a nigga, kill a nigga, I piss on a hole. You send the wrong message. I'm against it. I'm against what he's doing just like I'm against what the rappers do. They can say, where's entertainment? Well, it can be that, but I don't have to, I'm not gonna go on a nationwide protest against them, but I say this, I don't support it. They can say, what people do, they do to make money. When it's at the expense of other people being hurt, I don't care about your money. Y'all got it, that's just being honest. The way you make money is at the expense of other people. That's just like people who sell crystal meth. The difference with that, to me, that's your choice if you want to buy it. I believe this. A person has a right if you want to take at a certain age. If you just like that you buy liquor and beer and cigarette. If you want to buy crystal meth and smoke it, that is your problem. I'll tell you this, though. I will not pay one dime for your hospitalization or your rehabilitation. I just want to be fair with you now. Listen, when you have some problems, you can't call. When 911 come, we check you out. This is not our problem. It's not, and we're going to bill you. We're going to bill you. This is a false call. Like they tell a woman having a baby, don't call 911. You need to drive to the hospital. These women learn that. You call the hospital, you call the ambulance you want to, you'll get that bill. That's why you don't see no ambulance running down no street with no woman having no baby. They let them know what the charge is. They say, listen, that's something you and whoever you got pregnant, you need to get in the car and do this, because we're going to put a major charge on you behind this ambulance. We're not going to get involved. I'm for human right. If a person dying, yeah, help them. But we shouldn't have to, I don't have to pay for that. That's your choice. You want to be a drunk and you want to get drunk and you want to rot out your liver, we shouldn't have to pay for it. These are choices. You just got to let people listen. We can, listen, explain to everybody your choices. You take, when they come to the store, listen, everybody need to listen to the recording before you buy it. Shut up, I know. Okay, that makes sure you know. Because when you pick up that phone and call us, and you talking about you want to get, we can't help you. We ain't got a dog in that fight. That's how you got to start doing something different. Incarcerating people that sell people drugs, let's incarcerate the people who use drugs. Because if it's wrong for them to sell it, how is it not wrong for them to use it? You send a bad message. You're telling the user you're okay, but the drug dealer is who got their life on the line. Incarcerate the people that smoke it. I guarantee you, you'll see a difference. Once them people start looking at, man, I get caught, I'm gonna lose my job, I'm going to prison, and let the drug dealer go, I guarantee you customers stop coming. See how many customers, I used to say, when the police pop up, ain't no customer want nothing. Them customers gone, they getting out of there. The drug dealer got to roll. Let them stand there and let them customers come up there and lock them up and send them to jail for it. You'll see a change. Right now, the way, okay, let's do this. Let's keep doing what we're doing. How good are we doing with it? You could do that, or you could say, listen, if you want to smoke crack, you want to listen, you can't smoke it with kids. No kids, and don't smoke around no kids. We'll give you life in prison. Don't infect kids. But if you want to smoke crack, that's your choice. I don't see how you can stop them. I don't get trying to charge a woman, send her to jail for selling her body. I wouldn't pay a dime for it. I have paid $5. But it was all nighter now. Right here. I held it for $5. That's as far as I can go. I'm not one of them extremists, but I tell you this, along with that, that's her body. If a woman can't sell her body for sex, how she can give it away for a dinner? How she can give it away when she go to a movie? Don't make sense to me. That don't make sense. She can get away for free, but she can't make money. That's her. Listen, if you're that guy and you can't get, you don't have enough conversation, and you can't pick up on your own, you have to pay. That's your life. That's your money. Ain't costing me a dime, and ain't paying nothing for it. When you bring it to the clinic, and we find out how you got it, just go on and chop it off on the table. That's up to you. You ain't got one to protect. That's your business. We're not paying for it. Listen, you got to start curbing people's behavior by, listen, stop supporting it. Right now, we say, I know this, so we were trying to stop disease. Yeah, you can stop a lot of this by you staying out of the way. Government has to learn. Government is only put in place to make sure the will of the people is being executed. How many of you guys want people locked up who sell drugs? You can say you can, that's fine. Because listen, that's not against preaching if you say we all have a choice. My end is this. Are we winning with locking them up? Let me tell you what you're doing. You're creating other government entities. Every time they come back and tell you they want drug and they need more of your tax money. So when these drugs get arrested, these drugs get seized, these guns get seized, these boats get seized, these cars get seized, how many of y'all get them? Oh, I know. They at the auction. Who you know went to the auction and got one? Them beat up raggedy car the police sell you ain't the ones they got from them. The feds get this. Go ahead and look it up. How's it see and see how many of them you can buy. You ain't getting them, sweetie. That stuff belong to them. They keeping the money and they keeping the drug. That drug's coming right back on the street. All you doing is creating another monster. Leave them alone. Tell them, no, we don't leave them alone. Listen, this is not hard. If y'all want to sell dope and y'all shoot out here and these citizens get hit and these kids get hit, y'all dying. That's it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Y'all gonna die. End of the day. Listen, we ain't wait long either. When we pull them cameras and you on that camera and you was shooting, one of these kids got shot, one of the old people, you dying today. So now you gotta look at all your risks. Is it worth you out here doing it? Right now you make it lucrative for them. When they get caught here, you ain't gonna believe it. They sell drugs in jail. You're not helping the system. A lot of things, I know people are, listen, I would like what people didn't use any of this stuff, but the matter of the fact is, people gonna use them. We just gotta make sure we as the private citizen are not being affected. That's the best we can do. When your drug problem get to be an issue and we start dying, and just like you're a crackhead, you wanna snatch somebody's pocketbook, when we catch you, you die today. You make everybody honest. They all want to set up pocketbook. No, I want that pocket. It ain't worth dying for. You know what they're gonna say? That's extreme. How about this? How about you don't get it? You don't touch it. Let it be extreme enough you don't steal it. Watch the people who kick up and start crying. They the people stealing. They pass a law, you snatch somebody's pocketbook, you get a death penalty. Don't affect me. What I'm kicking up hollering for? It ain't fair, it ain't right. So it's fair for these people to lose their person? Some of these people, that's all the little money they got. When the police recover, you got the purse back, that's your bill money, your card, everything you got gone. And these people out on jail, it ain't worth prosecuting. Just go ahead and kill them in the whole situation. I'm for citizens' rights. Citizens need to feel free. You should be able to get your son, your daughter. You should be able to go on the street and go where you want to. Nobody shouldn't be bothering you. And when they do, we should do this: execute them. They say the prison's overpopulated. I'm for every jail 2 cells. I'm locking up 3 people a day. Every day I'm breaking 3 people. They said this ain't but a 2-man cell. So you figure that out. So we know your math good. So where you gonna put me at? This is what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna fight it out. The loser gonna die. Listen, how you gotta listen? You gotta teach people certain stuff. No, I ain't talking about killing people for anything, little stupid stuff. But your safety, your kids, your welfare, somebody come in listen, when you breaking people home, that's a person's sanctity. That's where you live, where you put your things at. It's just certain things we gotta teach people. It's gotta be off limits. Raping women, molesting kids, we gotta have it off limits. We gotta let people know we don't have no tolerance for this. We don't have no tolerance. Kids gonna be kids. I don't agree with them either. Adults, Go ahead and kill him. Don't waste no time with him. Kill him. Y'all got to be like Scar off of Lion King. When Simba ran, kill him. Ain't that right? End of the story, kill him. That's the end of the story. We can't have it. Kids need to be safe. When I was on the street, we'd go outside, we'd play on the street. We weren't worried about getting kidnapped. We weren't worried about no guns shooting us or none of that foolishness. These kids don't stand a chance now. You can go down here in Kroger, get shot. Go to the mall. When you getting shot, when you got shooting going on in Buckhead, come on, that stuff unheard of. We went to Lennon. Nobody going to no Lennon Mall talking about doing no shoot. Man, get you a life. They too stupid to go to the mall. Ain't got no money. First I stopped and come in. So where you going? Oh, man, I'm coming to look around. Man, get in your car and get out there property. Oh, look around. Get your stupid behind. Let the people want to shop. You the one holding them all up, making trash. Sitting there farting in seat, everything. They got a massage seat for want to buy. You done sat and farted all day. No, you ain't buying nothing. Even the ones you put $1, get a massage, old broke nigga just sitting there for free. Yeah, be like, man, I'm going to put $1 in the thing. Get out the way. Put out them all. No broke niggas. And nigga don't refer to one color. It's a behavior. Now, it's nigga, negus, emperor. It's just nigga, just trifling. People are trifling. Trifling got to be cut off. Y'all got it. That's why you got to raise these kids so we don't have no trifling kids. Uh-oh, they got quiet then. We know where it started. You got to start looking where they root from. Everything root from somewhere.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to talk to y'all a little bit. Let's see. This is Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nika taught before.
For whatever was written before. They might turn the air down just a little bit.
Yes, sir.
They want me to wear that jacket right there. That thing going to start. It's going to have you itching out the while. What kind of fur that is? Y'all ever seen that hair on the bottom of a squirrel foot? There it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. What kind of animal y'all think it is? Let me say it. Come on. I just say, all right, y'all, we ain't trying to make fun of nobody. Do you have to water it? What time is it? Does it sleep by itself? Surely it came with a comb or a brush. I'm just saying, when you went in the store and you seen it hanging up, you didn't. Somebody really didn't like you, didn't. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Was you adopted? I just checked. How many? It's so. I like that jacket. You want one? You want one? Oh, you married the white, ain't surprised. Isn't that right? Era got more than one in it. You can't have no one era. You got to have two on in it. Oh, y'all serious? Y'all act like that? Her husband ain't one of the meanest niggas y'all ever seen. Just turn around that way, I'm just get a bright from. Look that way right now. Everybody in your heart do this. She can't see nobody in your heart in it. Y'all, that's right, in your heart. No, that's all right, though. Ain't nothing wrong with that coat. As long as you pull the teeth out of it. How many times it bite you? Y'all don't think it come with claws? I can't see buying it and not getting the claws to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Ah. Y'all a hard audience. Now, Captain, you don't want to laugh? That's a check. My brother called. He said, watch the one that be leaning out like they trying to study. How he can be writing something and ain't started preaching yet? Now, Captain, what could you possibly write and ain't started preaching yet? Thank you. The man know it. The man, and he looked so astute, man. Listen, and he was scripting too. He was like, I said, hold on for a minute. I ain't even preached nothing yet. Grandkids, I'm sorry. Y'all granddaddy got called out. What could he possibly write in that in-depth? Now, because what could you have possibly been in-depth writing?
I'm actually trying to find the chapters.
You were trying to, listen, he was trying to find the chapters. Talking about Romans 15:4. Thank you, kind sir. Our cool Lancaster, I apologize for how he acted today. And shamed you back there, didn't it? You weren't part of it, was it? Thank you. And throw him under the bus. Hey, don't be trying to rat nobody out. Go down by yourself. Yeah, I'm watching you. All right, Romans 15:4, listen.
For whatever Nikatab before,
Whatever was written before,
Nikatab to Lambadas,
to teach us, show us, instruct us,
so that through endurance,
going through without,
giving way,
and
through the Nakum of the Ketubim,
the comfort of the writings,
we might have Tikva.
well, that's what we're looking for. Where did we start? Where did we start? Romans 11th chapter. Last, I think, coming sheet later, we left out Romans 11th chapter.
Yes, sir.
For a reason, we kind of go back in that area. Look at the look at the 9th chapter. Matter of fact, say something down. Let's move to the 9th chapter. I think I said something about that before. The 9th chapter of Romans. And this was out. Matter of fact, before we get that, go ahead back to that Ephesians 1:1. How about that? We'll see where this goes. Chess, you can sing. I know. Usually they have it like that. Usually ain't one of them. Usually they come in twos. Can the white sing? Okay. Can the white sing? Then I tell you they come in twos. Can you sing, Rashida? Can Erdy sing? I told they come in twos. That's how you send them out 2 by 2. He said, you can't sing, you can't sing. You can sing, you can sing. They go in twos. Who else can't sing? Now, how many of your kids can sing? That's scary. 3 of them. I know one I can't try to do something. Who else can sing? Hold on, stop for a second. Courtney, is there something we need to know? Courtney, you remember you tried to convince me you was a great singer. Can you sing? Hold on. Look that way right there, Courtney. Just look over there for a second. Can she sing? All right, turn around. You got support. So you can sing, Courtney? What y'all think? They're not home. So who can sing? Jay. Jason can sing. That's tight. I said, well, the twin. Well, you're a twin, ain't you? So you ought to be able to. Hold on for a minute. It hit one and skipped the other one? What about you and your twin? Adam, what you saying? They can't sing. Mick, you can't sing. You don't know. They ain't been, who else? Who else you saying? He can hold a note. So you got Jace, the guy I don't like, and then Mick. Then 3 more struggling. You gotta see how she's looking at you right now, like, Mama, tell the truth, I can't sing. But Courtney, you want to sing, don't you? You want to sing well, or you want to just sing? You want to sing well? Yeah, we're gonna help out. We'll work with them. I don't know what we're gonna do. A lot of oil, a lot of praying. You can sing, AJ? You can sing, Mama? Yeah. Mama, she can sing? She's shy. Britt, you can sing? Do this. If y'all can't put y'all answer grown people, don't answer that fast. It scare me. Think about it. I'm trying again. Redneck. Can you sing? She can sing. Oh, oh that's that I gotta eat and sing. I know, I've been there. I know what you mean. That's scary now. That's how we do it. We'll go back to verse, we'll start on verse 1. So, Apollos, of course, Latin. Shaul, his name, and Shalach of Yahushua, the Mashiach, the anointed one, by the will. What did we talk about will being? Future. What did we say will was? Somebody said, then my young people, you to write it down. What y'all doing, young people? What you saying? What you got in? What happened to all that hand raising? Mister, I can pick up a girl. I'm matching. What you got? Expressing the future tense. Y'all remember that? So this is what we're looking at. He was expressing the future tense. That makes sense, don't it? Based off of what we're going to pick up at verse 4, because he let you know a future tense, right? I mean, look smart. Why would you look at will? But just imagine, just because we did, we found out he was expressing a future tense. That Alahym to the Kudash ones, the people that are separated, who are located at Ephesus, and who are Amunah in the Mashiach, Yahushua. Which is gonna make sense. There's no way you can be Kudash separated and not be and have Amunah. Just a second. Go ahead.
Concede to you and Shalom from the Alahym, Abinu, and our Adon, Yahushua, the Mashiach.
That's right. Abinu is for our Father, for those listening. Go ahead.
Barak be the Alahym, and Abi of our Adon, Yahushua, HaMashiach, who has Barak us with every Urakni Baraka.
See that? Every one of them. He said he's Baraked us with every spiritual Baraka. Isn't that right? Let's see what Barak is. Can we look it up? What's a benefit? Y'all trying to find another word for lie back down? Shakur, huh? Okay. Shakur is close to Shakur. You said a slight variation. Shakur deals with our color. Dog Hume, they say, we'll read in the book of Kahalab, they'll call it Ecclesiastes. She said, don't look down upon me because I'm black. She actually told me she was Shakur. That's actually what we call ourselves for the color, Shakur. They got Tupac Shakur. The Shakur actually refers to our color. But they'll say black. Black means something, remember, that pretends to be something. So it doesn't make sense for you to refer to yourself as a black person. I try to always be mindful of the right so-called. I used to hear the Muslims say that a lot of times. So-called. So I was like, what is the purpose of so-called? So-called, the so-called nigga. I never knew why. But it makes sense because that's not literally what you would call yourself. If y'all remember, we talked about before Hinduism and Hinduism and Exodum. Y'all remember I talked about that? The Indo, that meant we were named as ourselves. The Exo is what you got on outside. African American, black, Negro, we got all of these Exo. We got these outside of our land. You couldn't pull it where we were at. So you moved us, you changed our identity, and you changed the meaning to words, and you gave us a whole new vernacular, and it damaged us. You don't believe it. That's why we can't culturally come together. We're too divided. You taking so many different people from different tribes, and you tried to put us together and put us together, although we might not have warred with one another, we just kept a difference between us. Just like with Yahuah, there were certain groups he told us not to marry.
That's right.
So it's dangerous that they took us and they put us together. And sometimes we wonder why we have so much friction. A lot of it because we're probably from different tribes. Mm-hmm. The things we do, they never would have done. Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you, think about this. Husbands and wives really don't communicate, not in area, like the way we should. Even we typically don't. A lot of times people just kind of go their own way, and a lot of times there's not a lot of unity in what we do, and a lot of that could be based on the fact we're from different tribes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
And they put people together that shouldn't be together.
That's right.
Now, I ain't telling you about getting out of that. Don't try to use this as no excuse. I'm just telling you, these folks are, keep preaching. That's my preaching now. Oh, that's what he's saying now. But, I mean, it's being honest because if you look, there was a rationale to how we did things. But remember, we'll talk about here. Okay. Now we got to move. Okay. All right, Barak. Man toward Alahym to, they'll say, bless God is what they say, as an act of adoration. To Barak man as a benefit. To curse, you can also use it to curse too, or treason. So we look at him, to Barak bestow a benefit to man, or act of adoration, okay, to Alahym. So when he said Barak Alahym, let's look at adoration. Listen to this. Deep love. And so when he said, but think about that, when it said Baraka, the Shem of Alahym, what do we think that was? Versus, he was actually trying to tell us to have a deep love and respect for. Again, we just read words when you don't know what they actually mean. You don't know what you should be doing. How you gonna bestow a benefit on his name? He actually, Barak for us will be what benefit can you offer him? what could you give him? He told in the book of Alahym, he said, I know all the cattle. He said, I own all the cattle upon 1,000 harem. He said, I know all the fowls of the harem. He said, if I were hungry, I wouldn't tell. He said, I wouldn't tell you. He said, for the rocks in mine and the food thereof. So explain to me, what benefit could you give him? You could do absolutely nothing. So when he look at for us, Barak and his Shem, and we need to know this, because he said, have a deep love, a heart for, and a respect. When you have, like, sometimes people tell you, like I see people, now I seen an older guy, we was at a assembly meeting, and there was an older guy, he was standing, he had his hat on, they were praying, he walked in, the preacher was praying, he had his hat on, he just bowed his head. I said, well, here you go. I said, people don't know, nobody taught about it. It was time people said, take your hat off. A lot of stuff people know, when you walked in the building, they tell you, take your hat off. I remember on Fred's son when he walked in the hat, his son grabbed his hat and stuck. He was mad. He took it. He said, take your hat off, snapped the hat. He was mad when he had it. But that was something you did. When you walked in the building, you used to take your hat off.
That's true.
All people kept their head covered was women.
That's right.
Which means they knew that women were covering their head as a sign of symbolism.
Right. As
a sign of authority, that someone was over her. He told her Ish not to cover his head. But he is the image of Alahym. Ain't nobody over Alahym. Only person who rule over us is Yahuah and Alahym. For the woman, we rule over you. See, because no one has continued to teach it, we've lost it. We've lost position because it's not something that's commonly said. It's not something that's commonly done. Women don't typically look to the man the way they used to, and then they wonder why the man doesn't look to her the same way, because we see that we lost the love and respect for one another. If I don't see the respect for you, why you think I'm gonna give it to you? I don't see it from you to me, why I'm gonna give it to you? So now we play this weird game on who can disrespect each other the most. That's typically where we at. We do our best communicating day. After daytime over, it's not the same. It's not the same. When marriage settling, it's not. A lot of things change because then some of they change. Women still want the dating life, but let's see, we didn't have kids. We didn't have bills. We didn't own a home. So when you start getting plagued down with all the responsibility, there's no way we could do what. Well, I'm just saying, how we used to do, we were irresponsible. So we made it about, let's just go out and do it. Don't worry about we ain't got it. We're going to do it anyway, deal with it later. Now, as being adults and married and got responsibility and bills and kids, we can't just willy-nilly jump out here when we want to do something. Y'all got it? Then a woman just automatically, she watch a movie, she going to blame the man. That's why it's dangerous to let your woman watch TV by herself. Watch it with her. Go through her channel history. You don't go through her underwear. Listen, all that stuff, sniff her drawer, check her phone. Go through her history TV. That tells you why. All she want to watch is how to kill a man. That's when you need to be careful. I'm trying to tell you now. Better watch what they be watching. I'm going to buy a man, kill that junk on my TV. I'll sleep with that thing right on your skull. Let you know, we ain't playing that game. What you looking at? I was in the street, I'm gonna knock the one out. She was watching Burn the Bed. We were looking, I said, man, that nigga, I said, he was crazy. She said, that's you. I said, what you say? Because I was, though, I didn't even realize. I seen Burn the Bed. I said, that nigga was crazy. She said, that was me. I finna hit her because I knew I wasn't crazy. You know, I was gonna knock out and show her. That's not me. So there we go on that one. So you just see what TV, it damages us. I'm telling you, it's a lot of stuff damages us. I know y'all don't want to accept it. Social media, a lot of it, there are some newsworthy information. But there's some stuff on there, you don't need to know about it. You don't need, look, man, when you go down through that, you got 20 fights. Man, come on, man. Some of this stuff set up, just stop it.
Yeah.
People, do we need that now?
No.
We got Russia, Sudan, we got Ukraine fighting, we got Nigeria. Now you got 2 more countries coming over that's gonna help them. So this is a problem that everybody is going to benefit and profit off of. Keep a lot of it. It makes no sense that the people who going to start, now, don't forget, this bread situation, we out of Ukraine going to put 30 million Africans in the party, they're going to die. Why all of a sudden when white folk fight, people in the Keebler got to die?
Right.
Why won't 30 million people in Europe die?
Right.
when this is a European problem? Why won't 30 million people in America die? Why won't 30 million people in South America die? Why is it 30 million people gotta die in a Kibalon? Because they all profit off of the backs of people of color. All I'm trying to get my people to understand is, at some point, we have to come together with some resolve. Is it a time to get weapons and shoot? No, you're not gonna win that fight. The fight you need to get on the plight of, we need to come together and stop. They can't stop us from coming together and establishing ourselves. Now, if that's something you want to do, then the game changes. But a lot of times, the way we've gone out to try to defend ourselves, you run out to fight, you run out to try to defend something, and you don't really have a cause. Okay? So, hypothetically, I borrowed this white police. Come on. This one killed George Floyd. So we kill him. Boom, 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 boom. We done kill. Boom, boom. Now he dead. What we do now? Because we just killed a police officer. What's happening now? No, they're going to take us and they're going to protect us and pay legal fees. These niggas is the one going to call the police. All of them had phones. We all over social media. We get in the death pen. So we don't do anything to get real resolve. We work so out of anger that you don't fix nothing. You don't correct nothing. How do you change that situation? By removing yourself out of the care of. This is what you don't do. That's what you do. You remove yourself out of the care of. You know what white people do? White people will establish, and I'm not mad with, they'll establish their own police. Listen, if they don't like it, they will unincorporate. You know what it means to cooperate? Can we see what to cooperate? What it means to cooperate. Let's see what this is. This is what you do. You cooperate. Relating to a corporation, especially a large company. Okay, I want to use that one now. It's got to have another definition. Keep running.
Incorporate.
Incorporate? No. When they ask you to cooperate.
Cooperate.
We're not talking about a company. That is a literal word. We know what you're saying about incorporate. It's when we kind of come in together. We're talking about corporate. It should be corporate should have another. You're gonna put in. So I'm trying to think, who teach you? who your teacher? No, that man just started moving. Somebody just holler out a word. Huh? Now we'll come back and look at that. All right, there's got to be another company. All right, they don't know. Instead of adjective verb, they give it to you as a verb. You said about what? Okay, we'll do this. We'll stop. We'll take this. We'll take it from law. Of a company or group of people, I'll take this. Authorized to act as a single entity and recognized as such in law. That's what you've been doing. So this is the problem why you find yourself constantly being damaged, because you cooperate. And because you cooperate, you set yourself up as a group of people, and you're authorized to act as a single entity and recognized as such in law. So they typically use the law on you as how they break you down and how they remove you, because you've agreed and you're assigned to certain types of behavior. You agree. They can't, a lot of stuff they do to you, they can't do to other people. Can they go do what they do to you over in Canada? Now that ain't gonna be a good one. Yes, they can. So it's some places they can't operate and do because those people don't cooperate with them. Okay? So what these communities would do, I say, okay, our people are not smart. For that reason, we always work with inside of the same damaging system. It can't work. It don't work because you're inside the same system. You got to get out of the system and create a system that works for you. I'm telling you, a lot of violence that our people have against one another, it's taught behavior.
Yeah,
it's taught from television. It's taught from music. I'm telling you, and it's institutionalized. It's even with schools. They educate you and put you in situations where you naturally you're naturally prone to it. That's just bottom line. You can't fix it inside of the system because the system is already designated a certain type of way. You give up a lot of rights when you sign certain paper, when you get certain licenses. You agree to. And all this gets you because you cooperate. Let's look at, what is that, unincorporated? Yeah, cooperate. COO, we just had one. Okay, that's what we had wrong. COO. We'll come back to incorporate. No, put 2 O's. I know something was going on. Is it 2? I take the O. Take the N off. Okay. Look, work jointly toward the same. It basically come in kind of like cooperating in a sense. Y'all see what you do? Work jointly toward the same end. Okay, let's do this. What's been your end? Failure, what you say? Short end, yeah. It's been terrible for you. You know why? Because these people learn how to cooperate. Okay, and because they do, look at your end. Now, this is not important to a lot of you guys. And I tell y'all this with ahab and with insult. This is why you're in the situation you're in. Because you really don't see a problem with your whole situation. You have learned to adjust to almost anything. You're just a step above being animalistic. That's what you've been reduced to. There were things we didn't do. There were just things you weren't getting from us. It was not happy. It was not socially acceptable. It was not popular. It was just certain things we didn't do. But now you can put everything on the table because we'll do it all. Mm-hmm. And it's becoming more common, which means it's becoming more detrimental. Before, there was like when a person came out in the 80s and 70s and said I was molested, it would be like, oh my goodness, what happened? Somebody was molested. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Now it is so common.
Yeah.
It is so common. They keep putting the people in place. They keep putting the ideas in place. They keep sending you in the situations for these things to happen because they know it's damaging. Everybody won't recover. They've done their numbers. Just like alcoholism. They already know how many people out of 10, based off of 100, based off of 50, how many people they'll keep, how many people they'll lose. They know this. When they put cigarettes, they already know. When they put a commercial out, don't you know they already know? You think when they put a McDonald's commercial, they think everybody going, they've done this. They do their homework, their due diligence. They know how many people we will persuade. And this is the problem. You allow too many people persuade you. And now I'm trying to get people to become conscious to have your own mind, to think before you react, to consider what is the purpose. Someone has an agenda. Just like you come here, you think I don't have an agenda? Yes, I have an agenda. I got to preach this man's word. And my job is to convince you that this way is better than the way you're going. Stop thinking people don't have an agenda. Preachers don't have no agenda. Preacher, now you sound stupid. Please don't be stupid. Everyone has an agenda. I want you to be conscious enough to open your mind for you to examine yourself and see whether or not this agenda that I'm pushing works for you. That's the only thing. See if it works for you. How many of y'all need a new car? He raised his hand. You run. I got a tractor trailer for sale. Real good, automatic. Why not? But you need a car. So you trying to be picky. That makes no sense. The man need a car. See, I wasn't trying to see what he's saying, but it don't fit it. He needs a car, but a tractor trailer don't fit it. Well, I ain't gonna say that, it'll fit it. Because you still got to pick up your food. But Sandy told me to say that. You know what? You're not influencing me no more. I got my own mind. So now, since we've agreed he can use the tractor trailer, but he don't want it because he all that. But anyway, this is what you have to ask yourself. Does that work for you? Just like I tell people all the time, the plan of salvation don't work for everybody. Some people trying to fight something, it don't fit you. When you're comfortable doing what you do and you like what you do, then it don't fit you. That's just certain things, it don't fit. Let's be honest. People say, I got to make myself. You don't have to make yourself do it. You just got to be practical. Where you at and where you trying to go. I can help y'all. Listen, people are not going to tell what I say. They say you lose customer. I ain't losing nothing. I'm doing the work. And I don't have time to manipulate nobody to do nothing. I'd rather just tell you the truth flat. It don't fit everybody. It don't work for everybody. Because you have your own mind too. And I appreciate the fact he allows me to do that. He didn't take, like people say, oh, he came and took the taste away. That man took nothing from me. I'm not going to tell you that lie for nobody. Man, he took no taste. I drank a beer. I get that beer taste the same. You know, I'm trying to tell her, good, tastes like piss. What I just said. I drank piss. I mean, you drunk piss. That's what you just said. You said taste like is similar, the same. How did you know how piss tastes? Oh, see, there you go lying. Told you don't fit everybody. So now you have to consider, Bill gonna take the same way. Man, I want to take the same way. I ain't gotta have no cigarette take the same way. It's just been a while since I smoked. I assure you, people can convince themselves in any lie they want to. It's been a while. The taste ain't never changed. Okay? The taste is there. They put things in it to trigger, to cause you to take on a taste for it. Oh, they put little stuff in there. Even though you might say the taste is funny, it's an acute taste that they learn how to trigger to get your senses and your brain to buy into. I'm gonna go ahead and get a 12-pack. Let me get a case. I'm telling you, listen. Nobody drank it the first time, just took it and just started drinking it down. Who the first time they drank it just chugged it down? Yeah, the first time I drank it, said, wow, people drink this stuff. And then you got back, before you know it, it was acute. Shoot, that thing was better than water. They said, man, you want some water? I want a bill. Man, I had a bill over water. I was like, when I was drinking, I didn't even drink sodas. I'd count on two hands how many times I drank soda. I wanted a bill. I was like, man, I want no damn drink. That stuff tasted terrible. I need a bill. That thing acuted my taste. When I was a teenager, you're a kid. Fountain grape, fountain orange, all those different drinks you wanted. When Bill came in, Bill replaced it. So the whole time they're marketing you and they're programming you through everything, through television, through food, through music, through videos, through social media. You understand how conscious you have to be to avoid and evade these people from pulling you in? Most of you don't. That's why you pull it in. That's why some of y'all just so lopsided. You just, you just a victim of society. And I refuse to continue to be. I've been a victim. A victim is just go and just live it. I refuse to just go and live it. I seen that. They give you that. And they tell you, man, that stuff for everybody else, man. You just got to work till you die. Ain't nothing going to work out for you. You buy into the psychosis. This is a mental state. And this mental state keeps you back. Because you believe, listen, white people don't actually control you the way they do. You bought into it. It's the fear of what he was going to do. You fear Master. Master didn't beat you. Master paid somebody else to beat you. Master had somebody look like you beat you. But who did you fear? Master ain't have time. You thought Master stayed up all night watching you? Nigga, please. That man had to go to sleep. But you thought he was up. He always watching. He don't never sleep. Because you was a diamond. You was a diamond. He told your big brother watch. You know how many people in the world? You can't watch everybody in the world. But he got you believing it. You got to believe it. It's part of psychosis. It's part of the control factor. They started in slavery and they still got it on you now. He watching everything. He know everything. He ain't telling everything. He don't know everything. Don't believe these people. They just tell you enough to make you afraid. They put so much fear in you, you keep yourself. I'm telling you keep yourself. They program you and put you in neighborhoods. That you get in a neighborhood and this neighborhood is better than other and nothing gonna happen. And you're gonna make sure you don't do nothing so nothing happening now. They program you. Now I can use my police and spend them somewhere else, making sure I take people out the street that look like me. They program neighborhood. How did neighborhood change your mentality? How? You're the same person, just brick and mortar and grass. Why you couldn't do right if it wasn't no grass? Because that's how they program you. They put you somewhere, you doomed to fail. I used to feel like, look, there's no way to win, you're always gonna lose. You buy into that. Listen, a lot of these preachers sell people stuff in these churches, right? They sell them on prosper and they do that. Some of what they tell the people makes sense to an end, but they just don't know how to tell the people about how to live right, okay? They try to break people and they realize, especially if you look, a lot of it floats well among people like us. Because a lot of our people, we buying the failure. You buying it, nothing gonna work out, nothing gonna happen for us, and you live like that. That's how you serve. And why you think they have? You think nothing good ever happened to me. Don't nothing work out for me. And all of a sudden, I'm finna get saved. How that work? It don't make sense. It's not logical. Not when everything never works out for me. I'm always behind what ball? 8 ball. I'm always behind the 8 ball. See, they got you in there, and you know where you're going? You're going right in the corner pocket. Ain't that right? You always going in the hole. Them balls got to go in the hole. And that's where they got you at. Y'all got it? So now we try to look at how to change our understanding. And then they got a time point on when you go in the hole. Now you can go in the hole on the break. That's an automatic win. But if you're knocking in too early, you lose. So then you got to ask yourself, some of us, they got set up that we went straight in the hole off the rip. They won. Some people put us in the hole too early. That was a loss. Some of us, they just wait. They get all the other balls off the table. Then you know who next, don't you? That's how they've been playing. All these games they give you to play, they use these on you. Chess, the same thing. All these people do, they play chess with real people. You play with a board. People play with a board, don't know what they're doing. These people play with people. All a knight is an army man, a fighter. That's what they do, checkmate. That's what they keep moving up. Why y'all think Putin told them not to move? Don't move anymore. They were blocking him in. It's a chess game. He saw you getting blocked. These people play chess with people. You play with a game. You play with a board, and you waste a lot of time. These people make money. A lot of stuff you do, you don't realize they just set you up. You don't know where the real chess masters at, do you? They control this world. These people run. He told you who you wrestle against. Spiritual weakness. Where he said that? You ever seen a spirit sit down? These people in high places. These people make rule, and you know what? You get them their power because you don't recognize. They got, listen, everything they need to do to you, they subconsciously beat you and you do it to yourself. I don't buy into it. Listen, I don't let these people control. Listen, none of these people control me. Y'all understand that? I'm my own man. I don't let these people control me. I refuse to do it. I bought in that before. They make you think you can't make it, you can't survive without them. This is a lie. You will survive before you ever met them. You're just afraid. I don't blame you. Why would you be afraid? Nobody told you anything to give you any courage. So why would you? Nobody showed you in a way. Like, people can tell you this, but until you can actually see it done, why would you do it? How many of y'all, be honest, how many of y'all feel like you're a jinx? That's interesting. Nobody jinx now. That's amazing. How many of y'all, that's good, that's good. How many of y'all stuff don't work out for y'all? One person. No, that's good. He live by two. Ain't but 4 people. 5, 6, like, the rest of these folks tell the truth. They know it too. They feel like they're a jinx. It's subconscious, they tell us that. They program us like that. Things don't work. Let me tell you how you do. We walk into things with failure. I'm going for the job. I know I ain't gonna get it. I already set my mind. I already know I ain't gonna get it. So I'm gonna be ready when they don't. So your energy you put out, a lot of time is what you get back. There's some people set to read you. Your energy. That's why some stuff I start just looking at it. I just want to move on. I don't even want to have a conversation. It's the energy you get. You know, it's like, I don't want the energy. I just don't be bothered. Let me tell you, I'm starting to get it more and more. We're an energy source people. And we have this great ability that people have learned this about us. Now, anytime please don't take this that I'm saying just the quote unquote people of color, because you're losing. Everybody is an energy source. These people just learn how to beat you. You come from a place, just you particular. You come from a region where, listen, the world operates off of the things that give energy. Lithium, oil, all the stuff you could put, gold, silver, copper, all this stuff you were constantly around. You've been constantly, listen, you are constantly around energy. Even when you look at you getting up from the move, people look at, how could the dead be, listen, what they call resurrection for us. These people can tell you about reincarnation how long? And it was shot down. Reincarnation. The Hindus been teaching this. And we said, I'm buying no foods like that. They just get twisted. You come back as a flower. I go pluck one of them and throw it in the trash. But people have had an idea. A lot of these people, if you look at all these different Guidi nations, a lot of them, the Chinese, they feel like the ancestors watch over them. They feel like the ancestors, when they crossing over, they're going over with the ancestors. None of these religions, none of these races of people just believe they just come, live, and die, except for Caucasian people. Typically, you watch any other people, everybody feel like there's another energy, there's another side. Even with their fighting side, they feel like you pull the energy. They start to learn about their body. They learn about the chi, the energy, how things flow. They watch nature. Watch how a river flows. I tell you why, brackish water, when water come here, you can watch the water that flows natural. They start to watch, they say energy, they start looking at vessels. If you look at the whole of rocks, the whole of rocks is basically a similitude to you. Everything in your rock is in your body. If you lack some or you have too much of everything you got come from him. You have deposits. What you think these people learn how to do? They picture and read that some people have a high deposit of certain mineral. Guess what they learned, Tabitha? That certain regions of land have higher deposits. Y'all see how all these white people running to South America? Where they going? a Kibbalon. Wonder why? Because they started to look at they had high rich deposits. This is why they went to Afghanistan. It was just not for the poppy seed, it was just not for the oil. They knew they had minerals. Let me tell y'all another hot commodity they got from now that you people don't know what they went get. Talcum. You don't know nothing about talcum, do you? How about you the last part of it called powder? Do you know how expensive talcum powder is? Do you know how much money? Listen, do y'all know how ISIS them getting their money? Y'all don't know why they involved with some of their fight on him. I know they told you, but they make their money from talcum. That's the powder you get, Johnson & Johnson. When you go to the barber shop, talcum powder. Oh, they can tell you about that. Oh, that you nigga. See, because they had you thinking one thing when they actually doing something else. They ripped them for talcum. Listen, everything these people use, you think those people that use talcum, they don't know nothing about no talcum powder. These people learn the value of it, turn around, use it, take it, and modify it, and turn around and get it right back to them and make them pay for it. Came right from them. They always got another agenda. Everywhere they go to, it's because they can rape the place. You don't know what you have. They realize you were strong where you were. Why you think I got you out of there? Me and him fight about something. Man, we're in the corner. They said, get out of the corner. Why? He can hurt me in the corner, or they telling him because I can hurt him. I learned how to use it to manipulate it. Some people say, square in the ring, or they tell, nope, keep moving. Because you start learning where a person most dangerous at. Don't try to head up with him, because they done already studied you. Get out of there. Hit the corner. He trained how to hurt you in the corner. He learned you dangerous when you sit in the Kibbalon. He got you over here. Look at you now. He got you out. He learned you were dangerous there. That's why he won't let you back. They won't let you back. You know who's going to stop you? White folks not going to stop. They ain't going to the airport to block no plane. You ain't getting out one of those Kibbalon, though. They done train them to keep you out. You come back, you're gonna suck the land out. They program people not let you back. So you sit out here dismayed. You have no idea the power or the strength you have. You have no idea. You have the intelligence you have. It ain't about fighting nobody, warring nobody. It's the intelligence you have to build. It's the intelligence you have to create. This is what people take from you. And you lose it every time. You have the ability to communicate. There's nowhere you can't adapt. You can't change. Nowhere. No, listen. There's never a reason for you to drop your head when you're somewhere. There's never a reason for you to shuffle your foot nowhere because you don't have something. Everyone knows you. They all know you, okay? These people know how highly intelligent you are. You are the only person that don't know it. You bought into the jinx and the hype. They purposely sabotaged you. They purposely sabotaged. So guess what you would think? You're misfortune, stroke of bad luck, unlucky. You know what I'm saying? Black cat crossed your path. White folk buy black cats all day. You're the only person a black cat crossed your path, and your whole life done went bad. You just buy into all kind of foolishness. Folks ring you down how ugly. All black, you're ugly. You're just ugly, mangy dog. White folk get a black dog, lick it all in the mouth. Keep it, let it in the bed with them, ride the car. Oh, boy, I hate your black skin. That much that I love this black dog. But you buy into it, because that's about how much sense you got. Sometimes you don't realize people hate for you if they're actually their admiration for you. It takes time to sit down and hate people. Why until I start hating people? Man, that's energy. I can't get away. That's the energy. I don't have time for that. It's easier for me to cut you off. I got into a place with people, I just cut you off. Because I don't need to give away that. That's wasted energy. How did you feel when I was a kid? I leave out my room and just leave the lights on. Not good. Why? Because you turn them out. You're supposed to say wasting energy. My brother said give you a check later on. I said, do what your uncle say. So now, because they look at you're wasting energy and no one's there. You got it? That's what we've been doing. We've been wasting energy, and it's to no avail. It's to no effect for us, for profit. So you look at cut it off. That's what you got to start doing. Why are you wasting energy with these people? You're losing. You got to learn how to cut it off. For me, the best energy to be expended is we have to create a system that allows, that affords us the ability to be able to do. You can't look for that in nobody else's system. You can't come in my house and start, you finna redesign my house. You gotta come in and set no rules and orders of mine. That's an insult. I'm gonna hurt you. You ain't gonna believe it. I'm gonna come to America and I'm finna redesign and redecorate. I'm finna change their law. What? And what's gonna happen? They gonna hurt me. So you got to create a system that allows, that can afford you the ability. You got what I'm saying? Just like certain times you don't make enough money to do, what you have to do? Increase your income. Because the debt is too heavy. So when you increase the income, it can support the debt. The problem becomes, you try to get in a system, it doesn't afford, it doesn't allow you to do that. You got it? You're never gonna be none in this system. They learn how to use the system. Listen, the only reason they've been successful, they've created a whole world of, and that's turned around on. You need to know this, fiat. Y'all heard about that? Y'all remember the card fiat? It's not real money. You're dealing with fiat money, okay? Now what these people are getting ready to do now, they're getting ready to change the system from this. And see, they created a system off of debt. They've allowed people to get, well, I got product. These are my products. I need some of y'all to come up and get it. This one right here, I'm selling it for $6,000. Well, who would like this? Who would like this? She'll like it. Anybody else would like this? You like it? You like it? $6,000. He want two of them. I need $12,000. How many you want it? Just one, $6,000. $6,000. I need $6,000 right now. See my problem? What's my problem? They don't have it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I can extend them credit. This credit that I'm gonna put on the bill for $6,000 with the interest that she's gonna pay. He wants two. That's $12,000 with interest he's gonna pay. I have $18,000 now to my good that I'm going over here to the bank of Leon to borrow against. Debt that these niggas ain't got, but I gave it to him. But this paper is clearly gonna show him that money good. Now he's gonna loan me money. I'm gonna borrow money based off of money that they borrowing, that they can't pay, that they probably gonna bail up on. This is how you get the system and you get these products out. Y'all see how much cars cost now? The average new car is now under 50. So who got $50,000 to buy a car? Who got we talking about cash? 130. Let me ask y'all a question. So that means none of these cars gonna sell? So they all gonna sell, 130, 150, which means I can go back to Leon and show Leon, listen man, I got $2 billion. And Leon is gonna let me borrow up over my $2 billion that all these people don't have, that I've created for them so I can go swindle him. Now, this gold system they want to set up will kill that. You also got the end of petrol. Petrol came in and hurt stuff too. That's why people came in with oil, the Saudis. That's how they make their money. See, when people started needing oil for energy and for cars and tires, because it's used for more than just cars. You think of car, you make your tires, some of your clothes, shoes, your rubber, got oil in them. So now they start looking at how to make money. This pull the Saudis out. They want to kill that system and create a system based off of gold. So you can only print up against how much gold you got, which will keep everybody honest. But it's going to kill the world system. Because if I might ask, except for some of y'all, beforehand, how many of y'all got some gold? So this is going to cause you a little problem, man. This is going to cause you a little problem. And this is why these systems don't work. They have it in Ghana. In Ghana, there's not a credit system. You do, you only get 1 year and it's 35% interest. Everything they buy is cash. You're not gonna believe it. A lot of people not owners of things. You ain't gonna believe why. They don't have the money. So you don't have the money, you can't get the product. There's no credit. You see how those systems work? And now, here's a country with gold now. One of the 4th and number 2 in the world for gold, yet the people are poor. Because they won't allow the fiat system in. See, the fiat system helped to create the illusion of. Man, all the stuff you got, what, you know, man, Rod worth $10.7 million. Rod show him $5 million. He ain't gonna have it. It's cause you know what? It's tied up. That's how we say it's tied up. You know what I'm saying? Rod saying, man, I ain't even know nothing about this. I'm like, what? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Cause you create this for not like Trump. Like he a billionaire. He a billionaire. Cause he used a bonding company in Lawrenceville, Georgia to bail him out. Billionaires usually go to bonding companies and get $200,000. You know how easy that was to put up a piece of property? He went to a bonding company. Because these dumb young folks run out here behind talking about what the man got. The man has fiction. You know, this is how he learned to make his money. When they create a problem for him, he always profits off of it. People feel sorry, give him money. He already rich. He don't even need my money. I'm just going to get to. He needs your money. Donald Trump been broke. When they got him in office, he had $400-something million to pay his debtors he couldn't pay. You know who paid him? Him going around and all them Republicans supporting them, trying to get him elected. Looking like he cared. He didn't give a flying flip about him. They paid him. CPAC paid him to show up to rally for those people. That's how he made his money. They needed him out of office. Most of y'all don't even know why he came out of office. He owed over $400-something million. Them people want their money. They couldn't get it while he was sitting in office. That's why he out of office. But as usual, as Trump do, he swindled everybody again. Election stolen. It's stolen because he couldn't pay, and everybody paying. These people going to risk their life and go to jail behind the election stuff. Whole world against Donald Trump. People don't care about no Donald Trump. People trying to make it from day to day. Donald Trump has crippled himself and everybody around him. People lost law license. Everything they don't work for all these years, their income, them throw it away their life, fooling with this man. You know who still got his life? Him. He been a crook all his life. The man ain't did one honest thing the whole time he been living. And these people still love him. But nobody accepts you. Nobody gives you the benefit of the doubt. Trump. Why couldn't everything happen against you? Why the government and the FBI couldn't have set that up against you? Nobody will think about that, huh? They can only do it against him. How many times they said the FBI was following Dr. King and CIA? All of a sudden, they all done rigged everything for him. They done came in Donald Trump's house and brought top secret document and stuck him in his Mar-a-Lago basement. Sure they have. Sure they have. Nobody that stupid. Nobody with him that stupid. Mike Pence, his vice president, won't even support it. But I'm sure he's a Democrat. Anytime you don't agree with him, you're a Democrat. Won't these people just tell people the truth? These people are crooks. You need to be out of the system. You need to create a system that works for you. And you'll watch how many, you see how, BRICS had created all these countries are coming in with them? Because people say they want to have a fair end to the table. You know you can create this same system. See, you know what, now, India was against these other countries joining. They feel like it's too big. But you know what these people realize? When you only got Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, 5 countries, it won't take long for your economy to die. 5 countries, if 5 of us sit at the table and we play poker, 5 of us, each of us have $100 a piece. What's the most money I can get? What if I'm on a roll and I'm hot though? I'm talking, what if the cards fall in my hand? Hold on, y'all ain't thinking. Y'all not thinking. Y'all think, come on, focus. It's 5 of us at the table. Each one of us got $100 a piece. Killing them. Y'all hear me? I'm probably finna get about $2, $3, $4, probably about $4,000, $5,000. Quick. Why you saying 500? So that's why you can see why they bringing in Iran, Saudi Arabia. That's why they brought Argentina. They bringing all these other people because they need other people to the table to rip in order to keep making money. Okay? That's what you gotta do. You gotta bring these other people while the other ones are thinking small, like you guys think. Let's just keep it just us. You'll die out. When Yahuah separated us, you know, he put us in a land where other people were there. He said, I did not drive them all the way out. Because there's no way your economy could have made it if you just traded with yourself. If you notice when Nakum Yah built the wall, guess who came to the walls to sell us stuff? So we traded with other people. He got angry with them because they came on Shabbat. He didn't tell them, don't come because we don't do business with sinners. He told them we don't trade on Shabbat because your economy won't make. Let me tell you something. You watch most of these guys, these groups. These groups are broke. They leaders broke, and they're broke because they think they're dumb. They don't think. It's not a brain in their head. They don't think. We just need to stay us. You'll die out. You can't make it with just you. You have to learn how to do business on a bigger scale. See, these folks looking for somebody to tell them, let's just get us, just black folk trade with black folk, and black folks gonna go broke. You're gonna have to trade with other economies, other people to build your economy. You gotta get your currency respected. All this we can do. Man, listen. Let me tell you, we got the financial people. We got we got infrastructure. Everything we need, we got. Everything we need. And you will see how many people will flock to a system that would afford and would allot people to have. You gotta have it. You gotta have a military, you gotta be able to defend yourself. No, ain't no religion. Go find any country with a religion ain't got no military, ain't got no guns, ain't got no weapons. Oh, you can go to Qatar, they don't have one. I forgot, they employ one. They employ one. You know what they look at? That's what Kuwait. Go see them. They don't have a military. They employ one. You know what they realize? There's no way to keep this oil and keep this gold without having a military. Somebody gonna take it. You can't set a system up that works without somebody trying to take it. You gotta be able to defend it. Hello? That's like people getting houses that don't have guns. It's stupid. That's just like your territory. Why would you think somebody gonna try to take it? People break into them. They do the same thing to countries. Hello? Let me move on. Y'all ain't gonna make it. Don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. You're very successful. We get thrown, if y'all could, do y'all have mobile app? How many of y'all got a mobile app? Pull up your bank account. I want you to pull up and look at it. This is how well you've done. For the amount of, it's 100. Pull up your bank account, look at this is how well you've done as a human being here under this system. This is how well you've done, and you have an education. This is the sad part. You have a degree. This is how well you've done. Because the system does not afford or allot you that opportunity. It's not for you. You don't even think the way you need to think. You think negative. You don't think positive toward it. You don't work positive toward it. Energy can be, listen, you got to know how to constrict it in order to control it. Why you think, just like, listen, to get electricity out of that wall, there's a way you got to be able to use a power source to get it, and you got to have restrictors around it so you can control it, so you can keep it going in one way. Otherwise, you can see spark. I tell you what, go take a gym clip and stick it in there and watch how stuff start flying out. Go take an electrical socket and stick it in and watch how you might see a little spark. It's going to run right through the line and go where it's supposed to go. Guess where your energy go? Clubbing, drinking, getting high, something stupid. Everything burned down. You get it where you got to constrict it, where you can control it, and go right the way it need to go. I can help them out. I can help you out. I know you ain't going to listen. Again, if you would be so kind, how many of y'all got the mobile app on your phone? Anybody? It's honest. How many of y'all got it? Do this while I'm talking. I'm going to pull your bank account. I want you to look at it. Now, I can't see. I want y'all to pull them up. I want y'all to look at them. Don't show nobody. Look it up. Look them up. Just look at them. This is how well you've done with their system. It's not designed for you. They're not trying to give you an opportunity to learn how to work and to create one. So you got to set up something. So listen, you got to be, even money is energy. Money allots you to be able to go places and do things. These are energy sources. And why you think they keep you away from it? Why? And you know what I had you saying? Young cracker, keeping me. You just don't know how to use the energy. None of these guys don't try to teach you nothing. They're not going to teach y'all something. These guys make money off your back. They'll rile you up, put you out here, make a fool out of you. Tell Al to get in front of them lines. What? This is a good one. Round all y'all niggas will put you out here and tell you don't be violent. Somebody just got killed, look like you. Choked out. Where you think this going? Police pissed, you pissed. They saying, hey, y'all got to go. I got to get off work. We ain't going nowhere. Where y'all think they're going? When that thing kick off, they get a check. They ain't going to let the white man know I can talk to them. They listen to me. They get paid, you get your head busted. How many times y'all seen a rally for getting these people out of jail? Oh, you missed that one. See that go. listen, it makes no sense to run with these groups. They're going to leave you out there. You're going to jail. You're going to rot, and you're going to mess up your record. They're not going to give you no job. They're not going to come get you. You're not going to be on no TV special. They'll have your head busted open. You know when we care about Sandra Bland? Y'all know we cared about any of these people? Who know when? Breonna Taylor. Say what? When they were dead. The only good nigga, you ain't going to believe it, is a dead nigga. Use your head. Stop letting people use you to make a fool out of you. Y'all think for yourself. What's in it for you? You need to know, I need a part. What's in this for me? Those people are already gone. And no one put anything in place before they died or after they died to say, we have to eliminate this process. Okay, they don't think like that. Keep your marching shoes on. Keep your pen. Get ready. How about we put the shoes down? We just set up a system where we don't have to allow these type of things to happen to us. A lot of the stuff that happens to us is because we're impoverished. What do you think people are going to do when they don't have money? They need to pay. They got bills. They got stuff. What do you think they're going to do? Poor people going to drink. Go to project. Why you think they're going to drink? The conditions call for it. They're going to smoke. They need to get high. I'm in the projects. Life unfair. You don't get alcohol and drugs to nobody who feel like life unfair. You just wound up a killer. And they know this. And they know this. You guys don't have to worry about it. Your kids will be victims. They victims now. They just don't know it. They're not young enough to portray it. But the system working on them. They don't see no out with you. They see you struggling. And they finna be out of school in a few years. They're going to be struggling. And I'm sure they're going to pull success out of that. Some kind of way I just see success. Can't you see that? If my parents failing, and I'm at the end finna be out and I'm failing, yes, I'm going to be a success story. No, I see this thing as a generational curse, and I got to do something, even if it kills me. That's why we got to change the ideology of how we work, how we think. You're not a jinx. You're not bad luck. You're not a misfortune. Well, people just need to learn who our Alahym is. When we learn how our Alahym is and where our energy source comes from, it don't come from them. Yahuah said he looked to the hills. You ain't going to believe it. When they were looking for Osama bin Laden, who know what they were looking at? They said, from which cometh my help. You know what they also realized? Hills have mineral deposits. He told Mykyah to come up where? No, he told him to dig a hole in the ground because you're a nigga, you going down anyway. He came up, and you know what he told him to do? You know what you learn what you found out too? If you took your shoes off and you was on flat ground, you know you could pull up energy too. Amazing when he appeared to them. Where did they go to again? What was that valley? Where did they go to? They went to the heart. They went to Mount Sinai. He said, there, I'm going to talk with them, where there are rich mineral sources. That's why the ground could erupt and move. But you don't realize it. The nigga want to go play in the sand every time you sand. What they tell you about sand castles? Didn't the man tell you about building your house on the sand? First thing nigga said, I want to live on the beach. The man told you a wise man wouldn't build his house on the beach. And he constantly rip them apart every year. Guess what nigga want to live, Dane? Right here on the beach. He said, this a foolish man. He said, a foolish man will build his house on the beach. On the sand? Dummies. Just dummies. Nobody taught us anything. Why you think he taught these people around the mountain? Do you know how many rich deposits and minerals were in those hills? Man gave you trees. Man gave you everything. And you so happy about Joy Washer the Carbon and a done peanut. How many nuts you get from the ground? Nuts typically come from trees. Well, I guess you'll be the second nut come from the ground. So I'm just trying to help us to understand the way they've given us things and told us things is why we in the situation we in. You, ma'am, you, sir, are an energy source, and you have to pick and choose and designate where you choose to put your energy, just like Yahuah told him. Listen, everywhere they took him, you know what he told him? Not here. You know why? I won't put my name there. It's not enough rich mineral resources. They kept looking at places. He said, no, I want to build my house there. The nigga will build on quicksand. You're going to live on a houseboat. Don't never rain. All I'm trying to tell us is, look at our condition. You listen to everybody else, and then where are they getting you to? When are we going to start thinking for ourselves? All right, let's go. Yeah. So you did put another definition up here. You took it down. What are we looking at? I know these people are tired. My time, fella. No, we went here. This is your work jointly toward the same end, and that's, of course, we talk about your end. Come on back to what we had. Third chapter, third verse. It's Ephesians 1 and 3. So y'all done died. Don't worry about it. Again, did y'all look at y'all bank account? Who responsible for that? Negative, that positive now. What the white man do in that account? Some of them didn't look at it. They said, man, no need to look.
Ain't no need. Ain't no need.
They know. They did. They know. They like, ain't no need to looking. Sit it down, program you not to look. Listen, what we're going to do, Yahuah willing, I'm going to have a class with y'all. We're going to talk about some things. And then we want to help other people. We're going to talk about a few things. How we're going to try to change the dynamics of some of this. It ain't going to be for everybody. And I ain't even mad at you. Because, again, that's your situation. You got to be good with it. Everybody's situation, you got to be good with it. Or you can make changes. Y'all got it? Don't get them to believe, oh, nobody going to listen. That's a lie. If people listening. Everybody not stupid. And I say that to the end of stupid. When we say stupid, I'm trying to understand stupid. Stupid is the know and don't do. You must say stupid is, stupid does. Stupid is the know and don't do. Please don't get that confused with ignorant. No, you stupid. You call it ignorant, see? Now you ignorant. Because you don't know you stupid. I told you was stupid. Now you just told me you got two conditions. Who you call ignorant? You're right. You're ignorant and stupid. Now it's time to fix these conditions we got, fix our situation, so we can try to break up another GUI, a different Tuladaf, a different generation that don't have to go through all that foolishness we going through. That's right. These kids not listen. They are purposely building these kids to be set for suicide. These kids suicide from. Let me ask you something. Do y'all know about suicide, my young people? Do y'all see young people being more prone to suicide? Could you agree to that? Do you see friends, you see them with more pressure on them that could push them towards suicide? What about you? What about you, Dan? I don't know none of these people. Dan, a doctor. Dan, they gonna come to Dan and be like, Dan, they said, Dr. Dan, I want to commit suicide. I mean, do it. I couldn't help you. But I'm just saying, look at what y'all think. Hold on for a minute. Y'all twin. Think before you answer. Mick, look at the twin. Y'all talk about it first. Talk to them about it first. Just ask them. Where y'all going down? I'm gonna come back to y'all. Okay, I don't know where I'm gonna ask this question. Do y'all see young people more prone to suicide? Okay, you didn't even look at him. Yeah, well, it's terrible. But a lot of them now are pushed to that. I mean, it wasn't that it wasn't prominent in our end. When you keep pushing people to a certain point and they don't see any resolve, if there's no resolution, then it looks like the best decision is to just quit. And that's what we've done, and we've never had progress for it. Before you quit, let's make sure we've done everything to exert ourselves to make sure we got profitability before you just go all the way to say nothing and let me just quit. That's the purpose of why you have to work in a society. You see, one thing you don't see Ari and them go into a suicidal situation, typically. We know every situation they do is a life point, but they work as a group. What one can't do, the other ones will do. I might be a chaser, and it might get faster, but there's some people that say that pick that when I give out, they pick up the catch, so our success rate is greater. Why y'all think his name is Ariel? Why he call you Ariel? Why he call me Ari? Why? Are these single-terry hunters? No, they hunt in groups and packs. They have a social group. Human beings have to have a social group. You dummies need to stop trying to operate like you a leopard. We have a social group. We need one another. You'll see them, they have affection. You'll see them licky, they get fun, because they're affectionate to one another. They even realize we need care. When we get everybody eat, they have a pecking order.
The same way we do. Daddy had to eat. Daddy pecking order. Same thing. He's getting the lion's share.
That's right. That's right.
Kids getting smart. But I mean, that's how it is. We have a social order if you watch it. So we miss that. You got these jokers sitting around here trying to be like, you know what? Cheaters, fastest runners that we know, that's what they say. They ain't clocked everybody. I'm telling you, fast boy, police behind the nigga, he got to run for his life.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Put that cheater. When he put past that cheater,
oh,
it's
yeah.
over with.
Oh, yeah.
That cheater got about 28 seconds. I timed it, 28 seconds. Nigga got out of 20 minutes. Depending on who after. If it's them acronyms, nigga show no rolling. Them acronyms, you got to roll. So anyway, back to y'all life. So you look at all these things. You know what a cheater would do? A cheater will raise her young up. She'll walk off and leave them. She'll walk off and leave them. They'll say with us, we'll force them out. We wouldn't do that. We'll force them when we feel like you reached the maturity, but we'll give you a skill before we push you out. We will never push him out without a skill. We'll keep that girl down. That boy, he get up and we see that man going again, and the purpose of putting him out, because we're looking to go further. We're going to push him out because we want him to go inside and raise up another. We want that gene to keep going. He learned everything. He learned how to hunt. He learned how to bait. He learned how to trap. He learned how to work inside a social group. So when he create his own, he knows how it's supposed to work. We send our men out like cheaters. You know what? You ain't going to believe him. A cheater going to cause you to lose. You're going to lose. You're playing with a cheater. He didn't get all the social skill he needed. You know, listen, she'll just walk off and leave him out of somewhere one day. She felt like, well, they sent enough, I just walk off and leave. No warning, nothing. With him, he know at a certain point in time, they put him out. You reach this level that you got to go. You got to go and you got to sire another generation. We got to keep going. Our gene pool has to keep going. And I got to get y'all guys that do better. These kids right here, if we don't set them up, we're done. We wiped out after me and a few of them. We done. After they took it, we wiped out. We're done. Most of y'all say, you ain't got no gas. You don't have no energy to go. You don't have no drive. You done bought into everything they done told you. You don't even think, is you educate? If I go back to school, get more debt, I'm going to be smarter. Let me see. If I go get in more debt than I can afford, every time I do that, I just get more and more brain. Dumber and dumber. Why am I accumulating more debt when debt is my problem? I need to be alleviating myself from debt. But you keep thinking if you get more of these people educated, you're going to be smarter. To get $2,000 more a year, how long are you going to pay on that? To gain $2,000 more a year. At some point, we got to get smarter. Okay? All right. I'll try to move forward. I know y'all mad. You can hate me. I ain't going to do them to get stronger.
That's right. Yes, sir.
So Barak be Alahym, which is what? Respect, admiration. Respect, admiration. Respect, admiration. Did we look up admiration? We did
Adoration.
not. It was adoration. They ain't far, really. Have an admiration for right? Adoration. Oh, we did talk about deep love and respect. That's right. I'm sorry. That's what we're supposed to have for them, deep love and respect. Why you don't have deep love and respect? Before we go any further, tell me why you don't. Who's going to be honest? Let's see what respect is. I know it seems simple, but you need to be honest with yourself. You don't have it. You don't have it. You know why? Because you don't have it for yourself. A feeling of deep admiration for someone or something, whether elicited by their ability, qualities, or achievement. Wow, you don't have it. You're supposed to have. That's what they say when we were Barak today. We didn't know this. Did we know this? How many of y'all knew that? Based on his name, because his ability. See, that means something for us because he was constantly concerned about his name. Of people going to blaspheme my Shem because of you. Because I have abilities. I elicit this admiration by my abilities and quality. What? Listen, you know how we used to recognize him and he used to tell who he was? I'm the Alahym that brought you up out of Mizraim. What happened in Mizraim? You were captive. You were mistreated. What else happened? I can't hear you. Say what? What kind of signs? Miraculous? Fire? By night? Come on, son. You ain't seen no fire, no mist around. Come on, son. What is man been right here? Who teach you? Who your teacher? My brother Jay Collins. That man saying deep fire. When we have, listen, you had the gnats. You had the Mykyah turning the dumb, turning the blood. You had the frogs that came up. You had the hell that came down that burned. You had he put a darkness. He put a shock over these people. He was eliciting admiration. So when he would come there, he said, "I'm Yahuah, your Alahym that did what?" That's why he looked at Barak and his Shem having an adoration, because look at the abilities. I brought you to the Yom and you couldn't go across. What did I do? I divided them. I separated them. Guess what? I did this so I would get this admiration from you. I elicited it by doing, this is why I do all these attributes, because I'm trying to get you to have a deep adoration for me by the things that I do for you, and you guys don't have it because we didn't actually understand it. Barak will be the name of God the Father. What did that mean? What did it say? Bless God the Father. See how you see the difference it makes when you look up words and what they mean. So now you know what he's looking for. When he told you before, Barak the Shem Alahym, what did that mean? Barak the Shem, give a benefit to it. So you know before, when they would come, they would offer the Sabbath sacrifice. You know if you offer the wrong thing, you die. Barak the Shem Alahym, before you knew that, do it, what was it going to be? What was you going to do? He said, that's going to get you killed. See, I'm just saying, this is dangerous. This is the same thing he killed the Benim, the sons of Aharon, for. They offered up strange incense, and they shouldn't have. He said, they know what I require. If I just told you to Barak my Shem, what were you supposed to do? You were supposed to have a deep admiration for him because of his abilities. You were supposed to have a deep love for him because of the situation you were in and affection. So when you were told to Barak the Shem Alahym, what were you supposed to be doing? We've been guilty. This is a violation because we've served in ignorance. Now to continue to do it would make us what? Just stupid. That's the purpose of him saying he wanted to give you a teacher. After my own law, which we're going to feed you with what?
Knowledge and
range of information. But now. So now you have a skill set. When somebody else starts talking about, oh, bless the name, they have no idea what they're doing. Because everybody think it's supposed to be shouting and running and singing. Versus a deep affection for, an admiration for. Why? Why do you love him? Somebody tell me why you love him. Ahab. We know Ahab. Why you love him? I'm going to tell me why you love him. Still learning about him. Shmuel, tell me why you love him. That's on the spot. Uncle Ted, tell me why you love him. Shakir, tell me why you love him. For what he done for you. As far as where you could have been and seeing how other people are. And that's what it's supposed to do. We're supposed to look at these things and know them, yada. So you know what behavior he called them for. See, where we've been is where they were when they were building the tower. Y'all remember when they were building the tower? In Babel, what were they trying to do? That's they do what? Be scattered. That was a miscommunication. He just said, Baraka, the Shem of Alahym, and you thought you were supposed to do what? Because when certain things go up to him, certain things come down to us. The same way when certain things go up to him, certain things come down to us. You hadn't been receiving because you hadn't been sending up. You hadn't been communicating. You hadn't been reactionary in the right form to where you get what you're supposed to be receiving from him. because you didn't know and you just counted it too. You know what? I ain't worried about no words. All words are his words. I ain't trying to worry about no words. I'm just going to serve him anyhow. But if you serving him is wrong, have you been serving him? See, that's the problem we got. People just been accounting to, you know what? I ain't got time to, I've been there. That's why. I ain't worried about no word. Listen, he know every word. He know every word. So why I'm trying to worry about making up no words to talk to him? Amazing, because this is his language. This is his language. This is what he speaks. This is the language he gave to an arm that he procured to himself. People learn your language in order to be able to communicate to your Alahym. And now you lost it. Hello? Let's look at something right quick. I know y'all tired, but you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of watching people fail and quit and blame it on he don't want you. Wait, where you get this lie from? I'm tired of people lying on this man saying he don't care about you and you just gonna perish. You're going to perish because these are going to be choices that you make. These won't be because these are choices that he set for you. He set something different for you. I know, people had me thinking the same thing. I'm just gonna live, I'm gonna wind up dying, I'm gonna wind up going to hell at the time, and everybody's gonna be saved. Why did I buy into that? Now, some people gonna buy into they ain't going, they're gonna try to, that stuff, just believe something. No, I'm gonna believe it because it's written. I'm believe it because it's right. I ain't just taking on no belief or something. That makes no sense. I did that before. I believe what I believe because it's written.
That's right.
Y'all got me? I don't believe because, you know what, I'm just gonna just start believing. Why? What are you believing? How beneficial, how realistic is it? How practical is it? Being realistic, being practical. Y'all got it? This is something you need to consider. Okay? Sit at the 5th chapter of the book of Mykyah. And that's 6, see if that's 6 and 7. It's Mykyah, they call it Mykyah. Mykyah. Listen, no, 6 and 7. Make it 6 and 6. Listen.
With what shall I come before Yahuah and bow myself before the all on high? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves, the beni of a Shana? Does Yahuah take delight in thousands of rams, in 10,000 naharim of oil? Shall I present my firstborn for my rebellious acts, the pari of my basar for the kata of my nafash?
Listen what they ask. Does Yahuah take delight in thousands of rams and in 10,000 rivers of oil? Why would they ask this? Hands. Question. You got one? Go ahead. Give me one answer. Rams. They what? They were offering them. How many think that's the answer I wanted? We just found it. It just says an offer. What you got over here? Chris, what you got? What you got? Oh, you believe his answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you sick. What you got? Okay, you too far ahead. All right, come back. What you got? Shaul thought he'd be pleased with it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he brought him back. Well, and you look at the thousands of rams, you can also look at Solomon. When Solomon had a great sacrifice after he had built the bell, he offered thousands of them too. So this would be questionable. So you got things that roll like this. Solomon came after Shaul. Shaul was our first malak. We had shepherds before that, judges. When he was told to go and tell Amalek killed him and everything he utterly had, he brought back those and he brought them back and he offered them. We never got a number on them, but we do know when Solomon, who they call Solomon, when he offered thousands of them. This is how we came into if my arm, which a car by my shim, will humble themselves, palau. So why wouldn't you associate it? because he did it. Based upon he did it, he had a contingency with Yahuah that if we turn back, if we came back to the place, if we turn back to the place, he said, I'll hear you. So what they're saying would make sense. So does Yahuah take delight in thousands of rams and 10,000 rivers of oil? They want to know these things. Okay? These are incense you burn and you send them up and they send off a fragrance. When you look at Yahushua in the 5th chapter of the book of Ephesians, he told you, let me say, when it said, follow him as dear children, walk in ahab, even as the Mykyah has ahab does, and had given himself for an offering, and a zabak as a sweet-smelling savor, aroma. That's what they were looking at, the aroma. So what does he want to know? And shall I present my firstborn for the rebellious acts? He used Abraham and he used his son. Tell me what rebellious act did Abraham commit? Exactly. That's okay. He's fine. He in a ballpark. So all these things people are considering. Now, this would make sense based off of your Torah. Because Yahuah visited the transgression of the Benin, of the Abba, under who?
Benin.
So how far for this question? How far for this question? Your Torah clearly tells you, I visited the iniquity of the Abba upon the Benin to the third and the Tuladaf. If you'll go back and you'll pay attention, when you count down the Tuladaf of Yahushua, you will see he came in 4th Tuladaf. So how far off is this question? I know what people are saying, these dumb questions. Why do you folks ask these dumb questions? That's no dumb question. They're asking questions that make perfectly good sense.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what he told them. Come on.
Verse 8.
Come on.
He has declared to you, O Adam, what is tube, and what does Yahuah require of you.
See that? He said, but he done showed you what Yahuah requires to do what?
But to do Sadak, to Ahab kindness, and to Halak humbly with your all.
And what did it say about the Torah? What did it say about the 10? He said, I showed you. See, this is what people miss. When he said that Abraham obeyed, what was it Abraham did? Obeyed my, what was it? My laws. What does he kept? And what else? And what else? And somebody said, what? I can't hear you. My mashpat, and we think we already said that, then. If y'all be so kind, can somebody tell me the laws he gave Abraham? What about the judgment? Surely y'all got to know him because Abraham kept them. Or can we do this? The book said that Abraham amon Yahuah, and it was counted to him Sadiq.
Right.
I counted that to him. See, these people don't know what they're doing. Because all y'all got to do is just read them out to me. What laws did he give them? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Keep Shabbat. Surely we got them, don't we? Hello? Because the Benim of YashaYahu had to be taught them. Surely they would have been passed down from Abraham, wouldn't they? Hello? Wouldn't they have been passed down from Abraham? They knew Abraham. Shouldn't they have already known these Torah? Okay. It's not important to you. Because he clearly told you that he among him and he accounted to him for Sadiq. Now, he just said he done declared to you what's too, but to walk before him and how you supposed to keep and how you supposed to do and be humble, which means not put a high estimated value on yourself. Why you think you won't do what he tell you to do? Because you think too much of yourself. Why you think he tell you about humility? Because there are certain things you look at, man, I ain't doing that junk. Miss me with that. I know you're saying you don't say it with your mouth, but you know what he told you? With your mouth, you show much of heart, but your law goes after your covetousness. That's why you got to watch and pay attention. He never called the commandments, and I ain't tell you not to keep them, but now he tell you, I've already showed you. I have declared to you what's to, what do I look at? If a man walk before me humbly, if a man can show kindness, if a man can do all these things, let's see what happens.
the call of Yahuah
The voice, the call of Yahuah.
shall call to the city,
And what happened?
and call Kakma, one shall see your Shem,
Y'all see what it said? And the who?
and sound wisdom, one shall see your Shem.
You see what he's talking about? That karma, that wisdom, that's going to show your skill set. Y'all got it? And now when the one with wisdom see his name, what are they going to do? Hands? I got him back here. Oh, Leo right here for you. What you got, Leo? They going, he said Barak it. What you say? Run? When they see his name? Who back there with you, Boxer? Yeah, hold your hand. I want them to come get one for sitting back there hiding and then following him. Huh? Ain't nothing wrong with it if it was the right one. I don't know what you said. What you said? I'm gonna make Jahi get it. He gonna put it up here because he the one try to jump and hide from him. He knew better. And what you said, they gonna run when they see it? I know about he talking about the name of Yahuah is a strong tower. The Sadiq running into it. And I say, get you one. What you trying to worry about? What you calling Boston name for? Why did man call your name? And I just told him, you did for Boston? He said, well, on his own chest. Why you can't go down by yourself? Get on out here, Stephen A. Smith. Don't even favor Stephen. Then he'll look like Ray Lewis. Then he'll look like Mo Dell. Cause Shannon Shaw finna get ready to go over there. Now he gonna try to run. Huh? Yeah. So now you want to look. That ain't favorite, no. He favorite Stephen A. Smith. Trying to fool Shannon Shaw. So these are the things you were supposed to do. When you saw the Shem, you were supposed to have the adoration for it. Because of the quality, because of the ability, because of the attributes. See, all these things are what we do in order to receive the Barak to get the benefit from it. See, this is how your benefits come in. Y'all got it? And a lot of times, that's what we mess up. We don't ever get the benefit because we don't know what we're supposed to do. When he's calling for something, what we're supposed to do. Just like Adam. When he called Adam, what did Adam do? That man ain't ran no. That man said, I hear it. I did the opposite of what I was supposed to do. You said, come here, and you take off running. He's like, what's wrong with you? You're like, well, I'm serving. How I'm serving when I just said, he said, come here, and you took off running. Yeah, I'm like Jonah, man. I be running. I'm serving the Lord anyhow. Do you know how retarded that sounds? You running away from him, but you serving him. People have given us so much misguided information. It's hurt us. The goal of us coming here and listening is to obtain the Ruach HaKadosh. And this ain't something he sprung on us at the last minute. That's why we're looking at the Ephesians, the 1st chapter. In the 4th, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation world, I've already seen this as something happening, that you guys are going to be a productive GUI. But there's some things we had to get out. That was the thing. You know what's getting us to the point now where we got to be at? Teaching. The very thing he told us. He said, all shall be taught of. See, the more we learn about it, now we know. You see what it did? Why he said, each therefore that had did what? And. Because Adam heard, did he come? That's why he had to put a conjunction. He said, heard and learned. Why you think Adam didn't come? He said, man, I didn't, yeah. He said, man, I couldn't hear. Like people saying, see, people can't, you can hear and still don't know what to do. Because he didn't have the knowledge. So how was he going to do it? He didn't have the skill set. That's why he said, a man that has kakma, he's going to have the skill set to know what to do. We had known because we didn't have it. We didn't have the teaching. All we had was a bunch of words people gave us, and we reciters. That's all we've been is reciter. We actually know what anything meant, just like we just learned that then. But people don't know, and people are afraid to say, man, I don't know. What do you do now? Let's stay ignorant? No, let's get intelligence. That easy. That easy to go through and learn. Now, when I hear it, I know what I'm supposed to do. You see, put him in a position where you force his hand.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
You didn't even believe it. When he came and he appeared in the room and the Talmudim were in there, you ain't gonna believe it. They forced him to show a hand. He said, behold my hand and my feet. They forced his hand. He wants you to put him in position where he can manifest himself to you. That's all we're looking at. Make known to us. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to make known the riches. All these things that he had to get us. These little trinket things with him, it's temporary. He'll loan you these things. He'll move. You keep your mindset. These are loans. These are loans. Isn't that right? I won't trade in my work. I will not trade in my salvation for loans. Y'all got me? These are loans. This has to be given back. Y'all got to even the body. Don't put some of that's why a man has to have humility. Yahushua, think about where he brought him from. You people be talking about, man, I had $1 million. Man, I lost this. Can you imagine losing an empire? Who lost an empire? Who you know lost an empire? That man lost an empire. Can't he kept humility. He didn't believe how he walked before him. He was humble. The book said he made himself a no reputation. You know who I am, right? You know me, don't you? Hey, you know me. 3 days. Be looking at me, big man. Made himself a no reputation. When he told him, he said, keep that about us. He said, don't tell nobody. Made himself, and look where he at now. You know what we worried about? If we don't get our name out here, we're going to wind up dying. Nobody ain't going to know us. These people going to see us. They're going to see us again. It ain't about being known among these people. It's about allowing him to be able to use us. Isn't that right? For his pleasure. It's going to work out for a benefit for us. Look, I wouldn't have took on Yahushua's life. Knowing the end, there's no way I would have done that because I couldn't have saw the end of it. You had to be in a certain place to do that. You know what I'm saying? He could see the end of that. Y'all got me? Some of us, and you know what I appreciate? He wouldn't ask me to do it. He wouldn't ask me to do it. He give me what my ability to allow. Y'all got me? That's just it. When he took the 2 with him, he took the 12. 2 of them, he was talking. He asked them, could they stay woke for how long? 1 hour. He said, can y'all stay 1 hour? What they do when he came back?
Sleep.
And get what he told them.
Take your rest.
That was part of their ability going to take them. Man, I've been up all day. We done got through E. You know the nigga he's sleeping. We out here in the woods out here, man. And man, I'm tired. It's chilly. And they cold. You know it was cold because Couple warmed himself up by fire. Mm-hmm. And man, it's cold. It's chill out here too, man. I'm going to go to sleep. He didn't get on air at that point. He realized that far as your ability going to let you go. Don't think the man going to put you out to everybody else's ability. He's not for your rule of stretch. You just got to have confidence in him. What happened with us, you don't know how far your rule stretch till he put you out there. You think I'd have seen myself if I'm doing this? No. You got to put you out there. Let me see how far your rule stretch. And a lot of times we're afraid. Why wouldn't you be afraid? You never done it before. You see people doing so a period of time. Go ask them how it started out, though. Because you had the first. I had to see, but had you not been put in a situation, you'd have never known. And that's how they beat you out in society, because you're afraid to put yourself out there and say. You're a jinx, you bad luck, you black cat, you behind the 8 ball. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Failing is what you know best. Failing is the biggest way for you to make an excuse for everything that happens. It's the white man. It's the system. It's this and it's that. You always gonna use a system. If we get what we need to be with our Creator and get right with Him, a lot of these things work themselves out for us. We had our people in captivity that did well. In captivity, they did well. Yahuah gave them favor in captivity. That's called Daniel, house nigga. Malcolm Yah, house nigga. Because he was the Malak cupbearer. You know how you do it. How is he getting that house? He a house nigga. He kissing up them crackers. How has he got it now? And that's what you use because you can't get nowhere. Everybody else a kiss up. Yahuah don't get no credit for, I give you a favor. I favor you. In a condition, I can favor you. And you don't see that. You so afraid people going to see you here. Sell out. White man nigga. Stop letting people get in here. Fuck that. Ain't nobody going to say it to me who doing something. Everybody going to call you. Go do that. Say you got that app on your phone. That's on Facebook. That bank account. I just want to see something. Nigga, I ain't been showing my bank. I know. That's typically how it go. Nigga, you might try to rob me. If I robbed you, I'll be practicing. That's all I'll be doing is practice. Ain't nothing in there. It ain't about money making nobody. I know they get mad. Yo, bring up that. And I'm just telling you the truth. If you look at what you're doing, ain't making you know why you keep doing it. That's not a good business decision. Mm-hmm. Go figure. Why you keep doing it?
It don't make sense. It don't make money. Why are you doing it? Okay. Just put it out there. Listen, it depends on where you're at. Okay? So y'all got that? The call of Yahuah shall call to the city. And the sound, Kagma, what do you put for it? Kagma? Use a different? No, it's a different word. All right. One shall see your shem. Here he wants you to shama the rod, and the one
who has appointed it.
That's it. That's what he told you to do. Hear the rod and the one that appointed it. Y'all got that? What you think the purpose of when you chastise them? When you use the rod?
Correct.
You're using it trying to deter a reaction, or you trying to get somebody to turn towards something. Or you trying to get a certain, and who's the one striking you with it? He's trying to get you, and the one that appointed, who allowed it to happen. See, the problem is with us, we keep looking and we blame so much on the white man, we forgot to look at who appointed it.
Mm-hmm.
Them crackers hitting us in our back with them whip, them crackers. Who appointed it? Who appointed it? See that the 10th chapter book of YashaYahu, they call Isaiah. Y'all try to hold on. I know y'all tired. I guarantee I'm tired too. I'm telling you what's going to really hair you up when you sitting in Sheol. You know what I'm concerned about? My people. We'll do 10 and 2. It's down further. Probably 6. Let's see. You know what I'm concerned about? My people. The people I rule over, I'm trying to make sure we get it. If people out there watch this, let's count on us to get this. And they count on they trying to get it. And my job is I'm going to help you do everything I can in my power to get it. Everybody want to get, I don't care what color they are. If they want to get them, I'm going to help them. That man said, any man come, he said, I know why I turn them away. Why would I reject them? You trying to be saved. He said, I know why I turn them back. You're seeking to be saved. He didn't do it to me. He didn't reject me. Hello? Okay, let's see what it says. Listen, this 10 and 2, YashaYahu, they call Isaiah. Listen.
So as to deprive the needy from mashpah.
Say what now?
So as to deprive the needy from mashpah.
That's what they talking about the people do. That's what they're doing. They try to deprive the needy from judgment.
And to take away the sadak from the poor of my arm.
The sadak, the righteous, the right.
Justice.
The justice. Sadak. The sadiq, righteous. Okay. So this is what they say they're trying to do. They're trying to deprive the needy from mashpah, judgment, and to take away the justice would be sadak from what they put? Oh, mashpah. They put mashpah for justice, which would make sense. Mashpah. What did you say? For justice, which makes sense. Because that's what you're doing. Because you look at a shafet. A shafet is somebody that vindicates. That's what a judge do. When people go to court, they're actually looking for the people. You see the other people, they basically opponents. The offender, the plaintiff, and the defendant are basically opponents. So the judge is basically the referee. So the defendant who's defending the charges that the plaintiff have brought against them, whether it's the state or individual, is looking for the shafet, the judge, to vindicate them. This is what you're trying to do. You're trying to look for the judge to vindicate you based upon the defendant's evidence and based upon what you're trying to present. You got it? Okay. Listen.
So that widows may be their prey and that they may plunder the orphans.
See that? What you think? That's amazing. Y'all see all them kids getting caught up and getting snatched up gone now? Y'all ain't even seen any numbers. They got videos showing them getting dropped off at the border. They just grab them up, just leave them. People just come pick them up, just get them. 80,000 kids getting snatched up at the border. These kids getting trafficked, getting pulled out of here. They, listen, successfully doing it. They ain't had these numbers when I was growing up. Because typically, homes were set up 2 parents. You had a single parent home too with some kids, but not as many as we have now. Now every home is a single parent. Kids left to their own devices. That's how they get snatched. We had milk carton kids too. Never to the lump. Listen, you ain't got enough cow pissing to make enough carton for these kids. You got to put these jokers on Orange Juice, Gatorade, Budweiser, and Bud Light. That's that man Sprite cans. And I mean, it's just too many kids missing. You can't keep up with them. They successfully divided us, and that's what they've done. Listen.
Now, what shall you do in the yom of visitation?
Now he want to know, what shall you do in the day of visitation?
And in the devastation which shall come from afar.
Whoa, how did your slavery come from? Right there within? They came from afar. These people came from Europe to come get you, from Spain, other parts of Europe, and brought you over here into the Americas. Dropped you off in the island. He told you what we're going to have. Listen, your visitation, your devastation is going to come from afar. He told, I'm going to bring a goo in. Listen, he brought a strange people into you. Listen.
To whom shall you flee for help?
Uh-huh.
And where shall you leave your kabod?
What do you usually? What did you typically go flee to? Hands. Good
Mizraim.
answer. Oh, Ed got a hand up. Ed, don't do that. Don't fake me. What you had, Ed? To the heart. Somebody else had their hand, I think, before you. I saw them too. Have you had an answer right yet? No. Why Brittany looking at you like that? How is it right in your own eyes? It wasn't what I want, but it was right. Oh, Chris agreed with you. Why you ain't say it with that? I know it's wrong now. All right, what you gonna say? City of refuge. Okay, who got? What you got?
Mizraim.
Mizraim. Mizraim. You hear what he said? He said, I'm still right. You didn't run to the city of refuge for help. You ran to the city of refuge for cover. That's where you're supposed to go, for cover, not for help. So he got some places kind of discombobulated. Look at Barak. He's sure rejoicing in that one. He said, I knew it too. Now, so let's see. All right, quick. 30. YashaYahu. See if it's 30 and 1 right quick. And I'll finish this up. What's the goal we're trying to do, guys?
Yes, say.
Thank you. Same people. All right. But in order to attain it, what he's saying to do to get saved, in order to be saved, you got to have the Ruach HaKodesh.
Yes, sir.
You know, right? You can't get against, I'm saved, I just got to get the Ruach HaKodesh. You're not saved. You got to get the Ruach HaKodesh to be saved.
That's right.
Y'all got it? That's
Yes,
the keeper.
sir.
That's a seal on a clean life. Remember, that's part of the attribute that he gives us, just like he gave them circumcision. See, what the Yahudim always used to their end was circumcision. There was a token. That's what he gave to Abraham the token, was circumcision. That showed, that was our validity being Yehudi, that we were circumcised. So now he gave us something different. It's not something that's on the out. That was an outer appearance. He gave us something on the inward part. He said, I circumcised the law. So circumcision was very much important because it was similar to what we're taking now. When a person is saved, what he giving you now is circumcision of the law. See, I cut away that stony part. I took it sometime with chicken. Years ago now, when my mom would get chicken, cooked chicken, some of these, I'll cool Lancaster, some of y'all young, and I know they don't know. You get them a whole chicken, they throw it straight in the trash. They don't even know what to do with it. They don't know one end for it. Can't even identify a done drumstick up against the done body. They throw the whole thing in the trash. Where's Dick? Grab and throw it in the trash. That thing nasty. Cause they don't know. And then you to cut it, you would cut the fat off of it too.
Yeah.
There would be some part where fat was on it.
Right.
You cut and you trim the fat.
That's right.
That's it. That's all he did. He trimmed the fat off our hearts. Because you look at it's not a benefit to it. So he started cutting away. That's how you start learning the same practice. Certain behavior, you cut them away, it's not a benefit to it. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
It's on there, but you're right. It's not a benefit. It more or less hurt at the end. Y'all got it?
Mm-hmm.
So we had circumcision. Circumcision had a part too. And now we start looking why he circumcised the heart. That way he started looking at it. He says, the person that's circumcised, not one outwardly, but inwardly. He says circumcision is not that of the flesh, it's of the law.
That's right.
Who prays it not in the letter, it's an Alahym.
That's right.
See, they were praising in the letter, because they looked at the letter. I'm following the letter. He said, no, I circumcised the heart.
That's
that
right.
won't be of the letter. That come from me. Y'all got it? See, a lot of times people make their claim to fame off of keeping the Torah. But you've been told on several occasions that no flesh will be justified before me keeping the Torah. He done concluded. You ain't gonna believe it. All of them. You know when Solomon, who they call Solomon, when he made a proclamation to Yahuah and made the Barak with us concerning him receiving us and we got cast away and we looked or we came back. He told them one key thing why he let them know that. He said, if we had sinned, he said, because it ain't nobody that don't sin. He let them know. He said, because it ain't nobody that don't do it. He made sure he put that on stipulation. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. He said, it ain't nobody that don't do it. Well, no need to tell no lie. When these people sin and they stop sinning, they don't never sin. He said, because it ain't nobody that don't sin. He looked at him for himself. Ain't nobody that don't do it. Had to consider itself. So this is what he told him. Whoa,
to the rebellious Benin, declares Yahuah,
Declare Yahuah. Listen what happened.
to make counsel, but not mine, and to weave a web, but not of my Nephash, Ruach,
Ruach.
not of my Ruach,
And
in
to do
order
what?
to add kata to kata.
This some of you guys. He letting you know you do the web you weaving is so you can add kata to kata. You put sin on top of sin. This is stupid. Come on.
Who set out to go down to Mizraim,
Who said what?
out to go down to Mizraim,
For what?
but have not asked of my pa to take refuge in the refuge of Pharaoh,
Listen.
and to trust in the shadow of Mizraim.
What happened?
Therefore, the safety of Pharaoh,
The who?
safety of Pharaoh,
The who?
safety of Pharaoh
That's your law. I had to add 2 or 3 times at the most. What happened, son?
shall be your shame, in the shelter, in the shadow of Mizraim, a disgrace.
Tell them why, son.
For their presents were at Tasson, and their ambassadors arrived at Kenez.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone shall be ashamed over a arm who do not profit them.
You see that? He said, everybody gonna be ashamed when they find out. It didn't work out for you, did it? What happened?
Not for a help, and not for profiting,
What
but
happened?
for a shame, and also for a reproach.
Yes.
The debar concerning the beast of Negib, into a arats of distress and anguish.
So what we're looking at, and we ask you, who were you gonna run to for help? We were notorious for running to Mizraim. Y'all was just taught this too. In Beth, Dabari Hayamim, you don't have to go get it second. That'll be second. They'll call it Chronicles. But it's the matter of the day, the 16th chapter. Asa was trying to get them to help them. See, we were notorious for running back to get and you ain't gonna believe it. Every time you booger wolves get in trouble, you always go ask the man that got you captive to help you.
That's right.
Who are they? Who they go to when you set up under Abraham Lincoln Ball? Who were you looking for to help you?
Yeah.
He told you all they're gonna do. He said, "I'm gonna make an embarrassment because you keep running to a people that's not going to be able to help you, nor is there a prophet." Why would he be talking about a prophet? Why would these people be worried about prophet? He's giving them their profit and loss statement. You're not going to win, and it's not going to be a gain for you. See, you operate and you do stuff, you don't look at profit and losses. Businesses have to look at that. Profit and losses. You're making decisions and doing things. Where's your profit? You're losing every time while you continue to do it. You have to start operating and thinking. He's talking to these people. He said they're all going to be ashamed of a people that could not help them, nor would they profit. This is what they want to know about before. You're going to run to these people. Who are you going to run to for help? Go back to the 11th chapter, the 10th chapter. Well, it sure would be good if I had the 10th chapter book of YashaYahu. What you going to say? Oh, talking about the Mizraim of men and not Alahym. And their horses are Basar and they're not Ruach. He told her the folks that help him and all they help, he said, all don't get thrown down together. This is what you keep doing. You keep running to people that can't help, running my mama. Call my aunt. Run him. How they going to help you? They don't even believe what you believe. Why do y'all keep putting y'all confidence in these people? Listen, I don't call none of these people, okay? I don't look for none of these people to do nothing for me. I got my confidence in you. Am I saying I don't need nobody? No, I never said that. I'm not going to ask counsel from people that have a different behavior set. You have a different, I'm not going to ask you for counsel. What's your counsel going to be? What's your recommendation for behavior? He asked you, you keep these people asking counsel. Why? He said, why you want asking me? You guys ask people because you intentionally want to go the wrong way. Then you want to run to me later and say, this, you never heard it before. I ain't never heard it before. I ain't want to, you heard it wrong. You be so busy. So I say, this is what I always want to know. I always ask these people. They know they sitting here too. And why ain't busy now? Now I got to clean your mess up. I'm always too busy to ask when you want to do what you want to do and go wrong, but I'm never too busy when I got to clean your mess up. This is when I'm pissed. And for the level, it's levels to this thing. Because that makes no sense. Why are you bothering me now? Continue the way you're going and keep sliding down Razor Mountain until you hit that pool alcohol. That's the only way for you to learn. Listen, I don't go ask nobody. Y'all ever think I be talking? You have me sadly mistaken. I don't even waste time with that. It's just things I don't talk to people about. For what? I know the way you're going. What recommendation you gonna give me? It's just like EU friend and EU issue. He was sick. Curse Alahym and move. That makes sense. He didn't want to struck me now, and now you want me to curse him? He said, you talk like a foolish woman. I say, people, you can't talk to everybody. You can't go, I got to talk to somebody. Just shut up till I find you. Don't go talking to people, especially when you know you already on the curve grade of going wrong. Don't talk to everybody. Everybody's not to your interest. Some people tell you things to purposely get you off. So guess what? If me and you, just like my cousin Richard, you tell my daddy, what you praying for? He told him, he said, you going to hell, right? You going to be in hell, right on down there with Richard boy. Richard boy wasn't lying, he told him. Why don't you start praying? He saw it. You done that praying, we do the same thing. You might be praying, but we do the same thing. I guess. Your situation different because you come here, but you do the same thing they do. That's tight. Hold what you got, right quick, Romans 2:1. Because you might have me. I hadn't thought about that. Let me finish up that 10th verse, 10th chapter. Let's see, I might be wrong. 10th chapter. I'm sorry, the 2nd chapter of the book of Romans. 2 and 2. I think I put 2 and 1. Listen.
And we know.
And we guessing.
And we know.
We're not that clear on it.
And we know.
And we know.
That the Mykyah of Alahym.
That the judgment of Alahym.
Is a Mykyah of Amat.
Is the judgment of truth.
Against them that do these things.
What happened?
And you are the being of Adam who Mykyah what they have done such things, and you do as they did the same to escape.
You do the same thing they do. What happened?
To escape from the Mykyah of the Alahym.
You say you think you're going to escape from the judgment of Alahym when you do the same thing they do? And he told, we are sure that the judgment of Alahym is a mot against them that commit these things. He said, and you think you're going to escape it and you do the same thing? No, anyway, I don't waste my time. Y'all do stuff I would never do. It don't even come to my mind. I need to get me somebody go ahead and just go talk to these people. For what? I don't even waste my time. Not even a conversation. For what? For what? Listen, when you set your mind towards salvation, you can't talk to everybody. They ain't even their mindset. What you going to tell me? I wouldn't have a conversation with about what?
It's true.
It makes no sense. What am I going to talk to you about? Myself. What do you understand about it? You still encompassing it yourself. Why are you going to have a conversation with somebody that don't even understand it? Well, they in something similar. Yahuah ain't got nothing like. Everything he got is. That's it. He ain't got nothing like. He got everything that is. I don't have no conversation. I just don't. It don't make sense. I can't expect you. And this is what you got to realize. I'm not talking about it. These people still in transgression. What am I talking to you about? I'm going to talk to somebody on their way to burning, and I'm telling them, and they ain't got enough sense to capture that and understand they're on their way to burning, and then I'm going to have a conversation with them about me, what I need to be doing. Let me talk to you about my spirituality, and you advise me on what I need to do. You know how dumb this would make me? I don't have that type of time. I don't exert that type of energy. Okay? You know what you'll do better successful? How many of y'all, who in here not do CPR? Would you try to give it to an ant? Me neither. I don't even exert that type of energy. I don't even know how much air it takes for an ant to get it back. I wouldn't even waste my time. He didn't design me to do it, and I won't waste my time trying to do it. It's just some stuff I don't even waste the time with. Folks, y'all got to start focusing. And the reason I tell you that, I can see how y'all do with this. Y'all give too much to too many other people. You got too many other people advices. You got too much. Some of y'all don't even need television in your home. Get out white people, just read a book, even if it's upside down. You don't do but 2 or 3 words a day. Anything to pull you out the idiot box, because it controls your behavior. And it influences your decisions. And that'll hurt you. When it comes down to salvation, you got to be clear. I know why I'm here. I know what I'm working for. Y'all got it? I'm like, so I know in whom I believe, and I'm persuaded he'll be able to keep that which I've committed against that day. I put something up against that day. Mimicking who? Oh, got both of y'all hands. You came late, and I want to get you. And you feel like you got the right answer. Let me see what they say. What you got? Who? That's it. Come on up here. Come on, I ain't got out there. Come on, my brother just called. Choose you this day. And how that makes sense? I'm persuaded he'll be able to keep this which I commit against that day. Listen, there might be a little young lady out there looking for it. She's going to say, I like it, but he got a lot. What you looking back for? You need to be focused. You got a check. All that looking around. You can't find your name. It's a lot of checks right now. Let them turn around, let them look at you. She see you, she looking. How'd you look? That's a nice little innocent face, but you got a lot of checks. Get them away from him. Get out of here. That's it. What you got? You gonna keep going? I'm just saying, just keep going. That's it. What you got? Hold on, what you got? What you got, Jaheed? Somebody had their hand up back there. Oh, Kerry, what you looking around for? I seen you. Kerry, tell me your answer right here. I just want to say, I could be wrong. What's the chance I'm wrong? Yeah, sir. Hold on, for let's start with hold on. Before you start, let's just wait. Just fade that way, I'm gonna find out. You don't need to see it. You cheating. Look that way. Yeah, look that way a little more, right there. Not too far, right here. How many of y'all say you're gonna get that wrong? How many of y'all say you're gonna get it right? Let me see them people. Hold on, let me see it. Put them up. Put them back up. It's a lot of checks. Come on. Tell them. I'm sorry. You might have it. What's that? Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on back. He just talking about that's not humble. He just talking about a man being humble. That man be wrong. We just got through talking about humble. Y'all see that? Walk humble. Thank you. He said Tamar. Remember when Tamar, the daughter, the Beth and Torah, remember Barak? Man, that's hold on, Barak. He put the word daughter, Barak, and Torah is law. He didn't know how to say daughter. Like he said Beth and Torah. I said Beth and Torah. He put his own word, but anyway, the daughter-in-law. I forgot how you said this. I know it started with the kaf, but I mean with the cuff. But anyway. When she slept with him, she asked for a token, something she could keep until he returned back to bring back the lamb. So that's when he looked at, he's persuaded he able to keep that which I've committed against that day. She kept it to hold up that he was going to send back the lamb. Y'all got it? So that's why I kind of look at, you reference certain things when people say, YashaYahu is my favorite writer. The man just, he just put stuff together where it just makes sense. He's able to keep that which I committed against that day. So I appreciate the fact that what he does. And that's why she held on to the bracelet and the staff and the ring. Y'all got it? Okay. So we go back to what we had at 10th. I just want to show y'all that. That's why don't talk to everybody. It ain't belittling other people. When it come down to stuff, when it come to Ruach and stuff, I don't talk to people. I don't talk to people about stuff. Because you won't understand it. So it don't make sense. And even Yahushua tried to tell them. He told them, I told you thing that was of the rights. He said, you didn't believe me. He said, how you going to believe me if I told you rock the thing? He said, I told you the thing about Shaman, how you going to believe me? You don't even believe stuff I tell you that's carnal. And surely you're not going to understand, you're not going to believe nothing that's going to be rock and spiritual. No. Don't have no conversation. People just get you off. They'll make you give up. Listen. So this is 10 and 4. Listen.
Without me, they
This
shall
is
bow
YashaYahu.
down.
Listen, without me,
They shall bow down under the prisoners.
y'all see that? This is what we're talking about in that 30th chapter. He was talking about they're gonna all they're gonna be ashamed of a people that couldn't help and couldn't profit. Now he told them, because of how you oppressed the widow and the needy and the children and the orphan, you made these orphans. He talking about these people. Who you gonna run to for help? I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna bring a people from afar that's gonna punish you. And who's going to deliver you from this? Look how long you've been here. You done got all your so-called great civil rights leaders. Where you been? Marcus Garvey. Africa for the Africans. Where you went? You ran over there to Jerusalem. What happened? They ran right back, got shipped right back over here. Everywhere you ran to hadn't worked. Listen, Yahuah has set us here, and this is the designated place that he come back to move us. Yeah, this is your punishment. He don't talk. Who helped us? Why people ain't send no ship? They can go there, they can, all of them done met. They finna run here and make Niger, bow down and come back under colonialism, but they won't get their behind together and come get us. You can meet, bring troops, all these delegations, put on all your clothes and all your big shot hats and all your web weave shirt, and won't come to sit down and talk about getting us back. We your children. Nigeria, where they want to be. They don't want to have no colonialism anymore. They're tired of imperialism. Here they go to fight. That's why you think they ain't came to get you? They're under the same rule you under. A Keebler people ain't doing no better than we doing. It's a white man that run every one of them. Not one of them can tell you they free. South Africa control. Listen, he the only black face in that group. No matter power he got. Soon as China got there, China locked in and told them, we need to do more trade. Because China is locking in. They either going to take the diamonds, they're going to take the gold, they're going to suck the oil out, and those people in South Africa won't get a dime. He'll wind up getting himself strung up and hung somewhere. All them folk going to be give him another year, all them eyes going to be slant back. They might well go on get the needle and the thread and start sewing them back. Y'all joking finna be singing ching chong chong. That's your new African song. Chonga chonga chong 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 chong. Right? They gonna be hot as it is. They gonna be selling them big old Russian hats on sitting up on their head. Everybody gonna make a fool out of them. Everybody here come there have made a fool out. When they listen, go in and keep along. You know the people make the money out there? Lebanese, white skinned.
Yep.
Everybody rip them. Chinese.
Yep.
And Europeans.
Yep.
None of them get, the few that do have things, it ain't enough of them. Ain't enough of them. White man sit back, he ain't got to send one tank over there. He gonna let them kill each other. Man, them crop dust, I seen them plane they sent. I wouldn't get under them. I wouldn't stand 5 miles around. Man, that plane was so rusty and dusty. I wouldn't fly that, I'd walk. Come on, Smith, we gonna fly with him. I'll meet you, I'm gonna walk. Man, I'll cross a whole river of crocodile if I get on them plane. Don't even waste your time. Without me, they shall bow down under the prisoner. You know how low you get. And they shall fall under the who? Under the slain. For all this, his anger does not
turn away,
and his hand is still
stretched out.
He gonna stretch his hands out over you. Listen. This right here, this gonna be your derision. He said, all this, my anger not turned away. I'm still mad with you. This is not enough for me. Listen, they think it's stretched out in love. He said, no, all this, he said, I'm still upset with you. Come on.
Woe to Ashur, the rod of my anger.
The rod of who?
My anger.
The rod of who?
My anger.
Where's it at?
And the staff in whose hands is my indignation.
So he told you to hear you the rod of who and pointed it. So who you gonna get mad with? Ashur? He just told you, that rod in their hand, that's how pissed I am with you. How you think you got these white folks over you? That you want to fight and break from under. That's how pissed I am with you. I put you on the people that kept you for another 400 years to oppress you. That's how pissed I am with you. And you ain't got no better. I don't see where to change at. Think about it. How you done? Tell me what you're doing better. You're a better cover up of lies. You're a better hypocrite and false pretender and a thief. You ain't got no better. Why would he let up? Why would he let up? You hadn't changed. People talking about, when I'm going to get a break? When anything going to be different? How about he asking the same thing? When he going to get a break? When you going to be different? You keep waiting on him to give you a break so you can get out from under something, but you're not changing. The whole purpose of him vexing you is so you will change, so you will turn. Man, you keep saying, I don't get a break. Why someone let her, why it's got to be so hard on me all the time? What are you doing? Who in here ain't doing nothing? Who in here having a hard time? Come on, give me a hand. Somebody tell me. Who having a hard time? Who in here innocent? It's always a reason why. Don't believe it's always a reason why. Because a lot of times it ain't got to be kata. It's got to be thing. He said, this is a weight. I'm trying to curb you to get you away from it. It's going to be a problem. See, he proactive enough to, I'm trying to get you before you get in a situation that I won't recover you. Our problem is, you don't realize sometimes you're trying to give a people deterrent. I'm trying to keep you from, like Balaam, before he killed him. I kept trying to give him was a deterrent. You on your way to failure with me. Balaam eventually made it to where he couldn't get a remedy. But did he not get warning? Then he see that the donkey ran across the field. Then he came in and broke his foot. You were trapped in a wall and you had a key swinging a sword to kill you, and he still let you out the situation. And all they keep saying, that look like every time I can't win. Man, I always look like he after me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's be honest. Y'all gonna be honest, you're gonna tell lies. The man ain't doing nothing to you for nothing. None of us. None of us. It's a reason why. Some of it is to test us to see whether or not you'll still be student. Listen, a lot of us are serving him based off of what we have. And it's practical because you know what? It works for the moment. When things get to where it don't work, I got to do what I used to do. And he said, that's what I was doing. I was trying to show you it's still in your heart. So, believe me, he's never doing something without a reason. It's something he's trying to get away from us. Hello? He said, Alahym speaking what? What did he say about Ish? He don't perceive it. How he speak? In a column move, in a sleep, in a dream. He said, why deep sleep followed upon him, but slumbered upon the bed. He said that he may open their ears and seal the instruction so he can withdraw you from your what? We learned that from who? The Mykyah Barak. When he took Abraham's wife and he laid down with her, he said, I hadn't even came near. He said, I know. He said, that's why I appeared to you in a column move. He said, because had you touched her, I was going to kill you. He said, you'll destroy a Sadiq Gui, a whole nation? He said, listen, had you came near her and touched her, I was going to kill you and all your people. When that man woke up, you know what he told them people? Don't nobody touch her. That's that man's wife. Mm-hmm. So you understand. So he troubling you when he got these things going. Why? When Pelota's wife, when she slept, what did she tell him? She said, don't have nothing to do with Yahushua. She said something happened to her when she went to sleep. I suffered. She said, I suffered in a column move because of this man. Don't do nothing to this man. But Diamond kept going. Mm-hmm. And why he told him, that man, I'm telling you, he warns you, you just don't listen. He got a reason why what do y'all think? He said in the day of adversity. So this is how he worked. That's why it's important. This is what everybody here you miss. The purpose of him saying that all your Guim, all your Benim, your children shall be taught of me. So you know what my abilities are, you know my attributes, and you know how I work. I ain't got time to talk to John. I ain't gonna be calling your name every time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start doing symbolism things. Catch the symbols. Now, John wanna go past the symbols? That was me talking to him. How many of y'all parents had to talk to you about everything? How many of y'all parents had a look? How many of y'all parents could pick up something and you knew? So they had to tell you everything, didn't it? You wanted them to talk to you? So they talked, they really pissed. Because I shouldn't have to talk to you. You ain't gonna believe it with Yahuah. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. I shouldn't have to talk to you. Sweat about things you ain't supposed to do. Hadn't I punished you enough? So how angry you think he gets with her? I shouldn't have, there's no reason for him to have to talk to me about it. You gotta leave this sister alone. These kids off limits. You can't have sex with these kids. You think he got time to talk to me about that? I got time to kill you, but I don't have time to talk to you. Because you should have known. That's amazing. Our parents, they had to talk to us about everything. There were certain things you could pick up that you knew. Now everything him, speak, Lord, speak to me. Let Sugar Avery get your behind killed. Nice little movie. You know, our people heard from it. You know what we said? We don't want to hear no more talk. I can definitely tell you upset. I can definitely tell, I can see I have angered you highly. If we could, please, sir, I will make it my business not to ever get you that upset again. So why you think you suffer? He's trying to curb the behavior. Sin is an appetite. Okay? Appetite. You don't realize how your brain connects with your stomach. They're like a bad operation they came out with. When they came out with these operations for these women, they cut the belly of fat people. It was a bad decision. A lot of damage. Guessed about it was a dumb decision. Because what they decided to do was this. They took the stomach that would probably be approximately this big, and you cut it in half so it's about that big. So now what happened, you still greedy and hungry, but you're too full. Your brain knows that's not enough. But we cut the stomach so it can't have enough. So now it became an infight with the brain and the belly. Because that belly has a desire. And when that belly get a desire for something, that's what it wants. That's why you commit kata. Because you keep letting your belly run. That's what he told you. He said who Alahym is their belly. See, Alahym is somebody that rules over, who controls. So your belly, your appetite, you'll impede over what he told you because your appetite, just like Adam and Yahuah did. The appetite. See, Yahuah ain't doing no gastric bypass. He said, it's information they lack. It's stuff you don't know about me. You don't know I'll kill you. That's your problem. See, when we start realizing, oh, you said don't touch that. Now I know what you said. Look when we learned it. When I disinherit you, when I cut you off, when I kill your kids. Now it's like, it's second nature. Oh, no, can't do that. No. The Bible said, oh, no, that's wrong. Can't do that. When did you learn it? See that? After I kill off hundreds of thousands of people. After millions of people die. So you start looking at the attribute. You start looking at, these are qualities that I possess. Isn't that right? So you understand when you hear my name, you already know what that means, right? You know what that means when you hear I come to town, right? You know some people finna die. So you start to associate. When I told you, I need you to Barak on my shin, what that mean? You need to have deep admiration for me. You have deep affection for me. Because you know what I will do. And you know what I have done. So you need to know what behavior you need to try to offer up. Got it? But a lot of times we don't know. That hurt us. So when things happen, the first thing we blame it on ain't nothing but the devil. Who else? Think about it. Why would your tire wear out? It's a 60,000-mile tire. You done drove for 182,000 miles. Ain't nothing but the devil. The devil know. He know you need that tire. You need to go to work. Who gonna come in? Who will cause you kind of trouble in your life? Do you need this? This 60,000-mile tire with 182,000 miles. It's clearly got another 20 more thousand. Ain't that but the devil. Matter of fact, you know what happened? The devil is a liar. The devil's a liar. I'm going to keep driving on the rim because my God's sake. And you tear the rim up and you need a rim and a tire, the devil again. And the man keep trying to tell you, when he told you the rod in his hand, the rod in their hand is my indignation. Who we going to? So this the devil? This the devil. This ain't nothing but Satan whipping the people of God. See, Satan ain't never satisfied. Satan disguises himself. Do you understand how stupid this is when the man tell you, this is me? I'm trying to get your attention. How did you let somebody convince you every time something happens, it's the devil? So now he said, I'm Yahuah, that is my Shem, and my kabod I won't give to another. But you gave it to him. Because it couldn't be nothing but the devil. Who else could do it? Think about it. He said, I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. So when somebody in your family died, who came and took them? Wasn't nothing but the devil. Devil ain't never happened. Just coming in here just tell. Who else could have done it but the devil? Who else can get you sick? Who else could put COVID out him but the devil? They ain't never, y'all can't say they ain't but Satan himself. So what he gonna do with you when you sitting around here and you giving his caboose to somebody else? Because you ain't been taught, you just recite. You don't think, because no one giving you things to ponder, to consider. So you just let your mouth open as your butthole, and what come out, you say, oh man, that thing stank. Yep. You should have just eased it out. Sometimes you can't just go straight. Pop! That could be bad. That thing on that dangling particle might not be connected well. And so I did that for I try to put you don't feel when you I'm gonna push this one out and you realize you feel kind of wet back there. You I don't think I did. Cause you got to convince you, but you wet. You know the cheek, they smack. When you when you walk, you hear. Don't keep lying to yourself. Them things. And then you try to run yeah, it's bad. It's bad at that point. Slow down.
Go wash.
Slow down. You know what I'm saying? You hear that smacking, that's not a good sign. That's why you got to take your time. Because we have said a lot and put a lot out of our mouth because we had known. Does this mean that you're still not liable and chargeable for what you've done? You're very much liable and chargeable. That's why we got to be taught. Y'all got it. It's too much we don't know. So you go out here and your car break down going home. Who took up your car? Nothing but the devil. Who else? The devil know what you're trying to do. See what I'm saying? Hold your mouth. Before you put something out your mouth, just hold your mouth. Let Alahym be Alahym. He got a purpose. I'm just telling listen, I start looking stuff. Just wait for you to speak. You know, he told you, even your coach told you, be slow to speak. And that quick to hear, slow to wrath. So what we do? Quick to wrath, everything that shot out of our mouth. Then you go, can I get on? Turn. Up. Is it on? I want to say I'm sorry. Speak up. I'm sorry. You can't keep doing that. You can't keep doing that because you're dealing with knowledge. So you get with knowledge. Listen. In the 10th chapter book of Adoration, called Hebrew, if we sin willfully, after we receive the knowledge, the da'af of the amat of the truth, there remains no more sacrifice for it. He don't have an offering for it. He don't have it. He don't have nothing for people that are willing to do. He got stuff for people. Man, I ain't know that. He said, I got something for you. The people that know and do, he said, I ain't got nothing for them. Nothing but mosh pot. Nothing but shit. You see how dangerous it is when you get knowledge? That's because they look at the whole purpose of giving us knowledge was so you wouldn't. A person who he's looking at anybody should be going to go credit, it'd be people who don't know. But when you know, he said, it don't make sense that you would do that. Y'all don't weigh that like that. Y'all know what you're saying. But I be trying, he said, I'm be trying to kill you too. Because you know. Y'all got it? What would the purpose saying you should know the amat? Shall make you free. So you know it and you still entangled. Then you need something else. Y'all got it? I know you're tired. I'm going to let y'all go. But just make no mistake. Tonight, he's coming back tomorrow, okay? Don't worry about it. I know you're not right tonight. I already know you're not. You ain't going to believe it. He does too. How many more of these nights you going to be getting before he cuts you off and there's going to be no remedy for you? That's why we're putting the time in. You won't get no excuse on. Preacher's cut off. He ain't putting no time in. I really don't understand. He made sure you got it. You made choices when you hear. Listen, when that word go in your ear, it's got to go past your brain. Your brain registers and it puts it somewhere. Insignificant. Not that important. I got stuff I got to do. He's just rambling. And the part of your brain that should rest and realize, this is my soul. This man has this man trying to make sure I get it, because he know when they come back and he catch me and I ain't got it, I'm going to burn. You guys are going to burn, and it's going to be rightfully so. I won't feel sorry for you, because these are choices. What I told y'all, I go out here and mess up. I told you to pray for me. I told you to stay in continual prayer. I told you to stay on your knees and be concerned about me. If I did it, it will be because those are choices that I choose to make that go completely against what he's told me to do, and I'm willing to burn for it. That would make absolutely no sense for you to be pulling out for me for that, okay? I have knowledge. I'm not stupid. Y'all understand that? Which means don't make sense, okay? Choices. You guys have to make. I know what you're thinking, that's scary. It's scary. It's not scary. It's what you want to do. That's all it's about. I like to have sex like anybody else. Sure, it'd be fun to have sex with different women. But what that man gonna do when he come back in?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I was sad at him, not at all. I was sad when I started looking like I was gonna die for it.
Mm-hmm.
One sad cause of the act. I was sad when I started processing I was gonna die. None of the acts had me sad. I wasn't on top of no girl going, what am I doing? No. What started turning me looking at the end of this?
That's right.
Son, you finna burn. That's what I'm saying. You could break that wheel. See, because I started caring about me. You guys that do this, you don't give a flying flip about yourself. So don't expect me to. It's your choice. Let's just be honest. The time been put in. The man done gave up his son. What is he gonna do for you? What else can he do? Hold your hand? Man, not gonna hold your hand. What about the rest of us who hand he not holding? What about the rest of he not walking around? He don't have no Mykyah on our shoulder. Don't do that. I'll turn left. I'll go right. I'll stay straight. The word. That's what you gotta put here. Here. So when things come up, you gotta try it against the word. Where am I going when I do this? What's the end result of this? You know when you go on the kid, I ain't gonna be saved now. I gotta get serious. You can't keep pulling that. We've done that. At a certain point in your life, you just can't keep doing it. You're like, lock down and get it right. That's where I'm at. I gotta get it right. That's it. I don't get it. I gotta die. I don't want to die. Y'all got me? I don't care how right it. I don't want to die. Y'all got it? Don't want to die. Don't come to my grave and look at preacher. Preacher couldn't wait to die. Your mama. Don't be lying on me. I'm trying to live as long as I can, die when I just can't help it. But I'm making provision that when the time comes, I got to be right before. I can't get right then. All right? All right, let's do the Mr. Yahuah hand clap.